Hello, everyone.
Hello, how are you?
How are you doing, JJ? Good night to everyone. Hope you all having a good day today.
Hope you're having a good one. Jen, you there?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you.
Madison, this is my wife, Jen. New Media Fan is my wife, Jen. She's on the stream with us tonight. And we are all making it happen. Hashtag New Media.
Sure. Welcome,
Welcome
Jen.
to
Welcome
the
to the
stream.
cookout, Jen.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm in the chat a lot as Vegan Knowledge. You probably may have seen me a couple of times.
Yes. Very happy to have you on here.
Awesome to be here. Thank you for having me. Thank you, New Media.
Get it started.
All right, let's see who we got in the chat. Let's see here. Let's check it out. First off, I'd like to ask everybody to smash that like button. And let's get the likes up, fam. Let's see who we got in here tonight.
Shout out to you, D-Vids.
Yep. Shout out to D-Bits. Shout out to A saying let's go and Melo's versus Zoe's future team. Oh, you think so, huh? They are talking about that lately.
Yep, speaking it into existence.
We got it's FLDS, hashtag New Media. Shout out to you all. Hashtag to you. Hashtag to you. How you like that? Yes, I am nervous. Okay, I'm not used to doing this without Coach. It is what it is. This is our first time. So yes, a sister is a little on the nervous side. It's all good though. Who jargon? I see you, baby, with your wrench. Hashtag New Media. I know that's right. And then we got Mark Kears, ready to have church. Hashtag New Media. Hashtag Pastor. Pastor DJ and Deacon Joe. Well, unfortunately, Deacon Joe is not going to be with us this evening. But
he's going to be for the after service.
He'll be right. He's still in the pulpit somewhere. He'll be here the after service. But this is going to be exciting, guys. We're going to make it happen regardless. I want to know what everybody thinks Melo is going to do tonight. I just put a video up a little while ago, and I want to thank DJ for putting the link up to my channel and helping me grow the channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the subscribers that have come through, that are leaving comments, and that are watching the videos. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them.
So I saw a comment saying that Melo may have a hard time tonight, and not necessarily. Right now the Clippers, they're not playing their best basketball. They're not playing the best defense they want to play right now. This is why they're looking to get a guy like LiAngelo Ball, that can that can play on both ends, that can facilitate the offense. I actually think that LaMelo may have a really big game today. And if you look at the past games, LaMelo Ball, yeah, I do think so, because look at the Utah Jazz. LaMelo against Rudy Gobert, and that team, he played pretty well. I think LaMelo will get his. I mean, he dropped 26 points against LeBron, number 1 defense in the league.
What did he do against the Clippers the last time they played? Do you remember? Does anybody know, fam, what he did the last time they played the Clippers?
I was reading today that they actually have been keeping it a lot closer game the last couple of times they played. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they're a fourth quarter team, so they come back in the fourth quarter a lot.
I got some stats for my New Media fam. LaMelo Ball is leading the Charlotte Hornets in PER, player efficiency rating, with less minutes.
Wow.
Yep, that's a big, big deal. Because you got Terry Rozier averaging 20.4 points. You got Gordon Hayward averaging 20.4 points. Terry Rozier, 17.92 PER. Gordon Hayward, 18.36. And there's LaMelo Ball with an 18.60 PER. On less minutes, less shots, less usage, per se, per possession. So that's pretty much a big deal. And I hope that this team is taking a look at this. And the fact that a rookie is averaging a higher player efficiency rating. I know people said this is a flawed stat. It doesn't really matter. Last year, Giannis had the highest PR in history. But this is a big deal for a rookie. This is a 19-year-old kid that's leading your team in player efficiency rating. So when you talk about turnovers, and these are the stats, the numbers are right there. So I just want to tell you guys that LaMelo Ball, he's doing his thing. And tonight, I think he will rise to the challenge.
I think that shows his maturity as well, that he's able to come in there and still fight like that, even with the little bit of minutes that he's getting and prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. It definitely speaks to LeVar's upbringing and his mindset that he put on him. I actually posted a video today with Hoops and Brews actually arguing about who they thought the rookie of the year was going to turn out to be. And they were battling, man. It was so funny. That kid on that show sounds and looks a lot like Will Smith. I'm like, is that his son? Because I'm like, he sounded just. You ever see that? Hoops and Brews?
Yeah, I think I did. I'm not sure.
On YouTube? Yeah, they were arguing today about who they thought they were rolling out stats and arguing about who they thought the rookie of the year. What's your thoughts about that, Madison?
It's pretty much locked up. The only way that LaMelo Ball does not get rookie of the year is because this Hornets team sabotaged that, that chance. If you look at the numbers, it speaks for itself, and the eye test tells you that LaMelo Ball is rookie of the year, obviously, and then it's simple. He's basically an overwhelming favorite in Las Vegas. And if it's one thing I understand, Las Vegas doesn't like to lose. So, maybe there's somebody in the black alley somewhere, looking at James Borrego, like, do not F this up, man. I'm telling you.
Maybe. I'm hoping, because I'm like, please don't let him do this to this boy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, ain't no way LaMelo Ball is not rookie of the year. That will be criminal, man. It will be criminal. I'm telling you. And Borrego better not.
And it would be obvious,
man. And tonight, you should expect to see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, rotating the LaMelo Ball, off those switches, for those pick and rolls. You should expect to see some of, Kawhi and LaMelo tonight to try to slow him down. They're gonna give LaMelo everything tonight. I already see that coming.
Wow.
I was looking on the LaMelo Ball, one of the Facebook pages today, and there was an interesting banter going on about whether LaMelo or LiAngelo was the better of the two players.
Yeah, to add to that, I also saw another post saying that LiAngelo Ball averaged 30 points a game as the third option, sharing the rock with his brothers. People don't understand how gifted of a scorer LiAngelo Ball is. I don't think they understand. This kid lead the nation, okay, in scoring. A high school team in scoring in the whole California state.
Huge. And you know what? Every time LaMelo got into trouble, whether it was in Lithuania or whether it was with the JBA, who was there to bail him out?
LiAngelo Ball. Mm-hmm. Man, LiAngelo Ball, man, is one of the biggest what ifs, man. I'm telling you, man, and I feel for the kid, man. And they're blackballing that kid, man. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, hardcore.
And it's sad and it hurts me because, like I said, I made a tweet yesterday saying that if LiAngelo Ball only gets on the NBA team with both brothers, even one of his brothers, I can say this today on the record. Okay, March 20th, 2021 on the record, Slick G says that LiAngelo Ball will break the 3-point records most in a game. Okay, I can say this with my chest out.
We're going to go ahead and document that.
Okay.
Slick G says it.
Official.
What's today, the 20th?
March 20th,
We're gonna
2021.
stamp it, Slick J.
Okay, put that on the wall, like what Charles Barkley does. I can write that on the wall, stick it up. I'm telling you, if LiAngelo Ball gets in the NBA team with one of
I
his
believe
brothers,
it.
he will break the 3-point record for most threes in the game. Okay,
Okay,
this
so
kid is a
to
sniper.
Coach's point though, what's he doing right now? That's the whole thing. What's he doing
I
right
mean,
now?
he, we don't. The thing is, there's two type of athletes. There's the athletes that like to work, behind closed doors. We don't really see or know what's going on with them. They like to be more of a reserve, like individual. They don't want to go out there and like make it look like they're busting their ass, and because the last time he did it, what happened? They embarrassed him. They cut him. When Jello was in the gym every single day, busting his ass, trying to make a team. He made the team. You know, Everybody was giving him his flowers for all the hard work he did. And what happened? They cut him. They
Yeah,
embarrassed him.
yeah.
So, so if he wants to take a different role whereby like we don't have to know what he's doing.
That's what, and he's putting in work behind the scenes.
Yeah, he definitely is
He's putting in
work.
work. That's the part that you don't see.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching a Lamelo video a couple days back where Jermaine Jackson was talking about, see, it's the stuff that's not pretty that you don't see. You know what I mean? The grind, the hustle, the bustle, the putting up shots every night, the scowl on their faces as they're working out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's the stuff that you don't see that they're putting in the work that makes it look so eloquent when they're finally out there on the court. They don't just like wake up doing that.
What you guys always talk about is what the media wants to portray. It's whatever the narrative is they'll put out there for them.
Right.
And to respond to Beast Mode, okay, my brother, you said I respect your opinions, but LiAngelo Ball has had more than plenty of G League and NBA training camp opportunities. He's not NBA caliber. Y'all should realize that. LaMelo's great. Lonzo is great. Okay, to respond to you, my brother, there's this notion that, if a player is in the G League, he's like not NBA pro level. He's not ready. I can name you 10 to 15 G League players, that if you look at them at first glance with the eye test before they end up making an NBA roster, you would say, you know what? I can honestly say LiAngelo Ball is better than them at that time being. Then they made it onto a 10-day contract. Then they develop. This is where the development of players, come into play. So you can't just say, my brother, that he's not NBA caliber. We don't know what Jello's potential is. Someone has to give him a chance, especially to play with his brothers. We can't just say he's not NBA caliber. At the end of the day, he got a D1 offer. At the end of the day, he was leading a state in scoring, and I'm telling you, I play ball, and it's not easy to just lead a whole state in scoring. Okay, I'm 6'6", and
facts, brother.
And as big as I am, still, it's hard to shoot that basketball, as easy what that Jello Ball makes it look like. He has the skill. He has the skill.
Okay? And who would say he's not NBA caliber? Nobody can say whether he is or is not NBA caliber. At this point, you don't know what kind of work he's doing. Who's talking behind the scenes, because it's all in who too. And he's got two brothers in the NBA. So
look at Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Look at Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Giannis' big brother. You think he's NBA caliber? But he's still out here hustling and busting his ass, trying to stay in the NBA roster. So when he's given the opportunity, you can see that this kid, even though he doesn't have the talent, he his hard work, it makes up for that. Sometimes there's a saying that hard work ethics can trump skill.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you can't say he's not NBA ready. He has to be given the chance.
That's it. That's it.
And that's how players develop confidence. They get better. Somebody just have to take a chance in him. And this is where, LaMelo Ball's rise to superstardom, this is where it's going to create that pathway. Because, like Coach said, the only realistic way of Jello Ball making it to the league, It's through one of his brothers. Somebody got to be an all-star. Somebody
Yep,
got to be a superstar. So they could say, you know what? Hey, Jordan, man, the only way I'm resigning is if my little brother gets a spot in this team.
that's
He don't
it.
got to be a starter, but he got to get a spot in this team. That's the only way I'm resigning. You want to have me? I need my little brother with me, like what Giannis is doing.
Mm-hmm. And then he's LaMelo's big brother, but he's Lonzo's younger brother.
Yeah,
Either
that's what
one
I
of
mean.
them could
Yeah,
do it. Either one of
you
them
know.
could do it. You know.
So yeah. So with that being said, you gotta understand that. So
Hashtag the quality assurance. He's saying hashtag new media. He's saying these next few games are going to tell us who the Hornets really are. Facts, definitely. We're going to see what they're made of if they can stay, at the top of the boards and stay in contention. And I think with LaMelo at the helm, if they go ahead and give him the keys full throttle, I think he is definitely not going to let us down.
I think they're going to win tonight. Feeling good about it.
You think they're gonna take out Steph Curry? Who's got what do you guys have on Melo tonight? I think he's gonna go. Let's say 25-7-7. That's my standard number. New media fam out there, what y'all think Melo's gonna do tonight? Let me see the numbers.
I'm gonna go 30, 10, and 7.
30, 10, and 7. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. What do you think, Madison?
I mean, he had a big game yesterday. I expect this team to like kind of key in on him a little more. I see like 21, 7 and 6 today.
All right, Slick G with the 21, 7, and 6. Who else out there? Shadow, hope they all end up in New York. Shadow Viper Inc. You hope all the Ball brothers end up in New York. That would be interesting.
I think I was mentioning this to you earlier, JJ. Do you or have you heard, what are your thoughts on the Terry Rozier, the Clippers interested in him?
I think that's funny that you said that because I know they showed some interest in Lonzo, but the Clippers showing interest in Rozier, I don't know. It all depends. You know what I mean? If they're willing to let Rozier go, which they probably should in order to make room for Melo, because he kind of looks Melo off a little bit, and he's been having that up and down game. So, it all depends on who they give up. I don't know who they would give up to get Rozier. Slick G.
Yeah, I did see a report about that Terry Rozier trade, but I was hearing it was going to be a 3-team trade whereby Lonzo goes to the Charlotte Hornets, Terry Rozier goes to the Clippers, and Devontae Graham goes to the Pelicans. I mean, in this case, everybody wins. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think the Pelicans will win, but I mean, hey, if they think Tay is better than Alonzo, more power to them.
Right.
But Terry Rozier is what exactly? Terry Rozier would be a great piece to that Clippers team, but scoring wise, but playmaking wise, I don't think it would be a good fit. They need Lonzo Ball over there on the Clippers.
They do.
They do need Lonzo Ball in the Clippers. Me personally, I don't really have a problem with Terry Rozier playing alongside Lamelo Ball. I know there are times where he can tend to shrug or look off Lamelo, but I've seen more times where he
They
is
work better
coexisted.
together.
Yep, he is coexisted with Lamelo. He had his numbers. Lamelo had his.
Yep.
And everybody's happy and they win games. But Gordon Hayward, he looks more like the odd fit. Is either he fit in or he don't fit in. And right now, Gordon Hayward is not trying to fit in with this system or this team with LaMelo Ball at the top, leading the way. Gordon Hayward thinks he's the $120 million man. The ball got to run through him. He got to get all the points. He got to score all the shots. He needs all the assists. He's trying to play this point forward role. So he got to understand, man. Listen, okay, you're a $120 million man. I understand it. I get it. Take your money, and go get your ass in the corner. Let LaMelo do his thing.
Right.
Okay? That's it.
Right.
You won that
Go
ball.
sit down. You know what I mean? You already got
Exactly.
your bag.
You got your money, man. Go in the corner. You're a corner bill. Stay in the corner. Okay.
Coach, do some
Fit,
coaching.
yeah. You fit in with the system. You know. So like I said, I don't really have a problem with Terry Rozier. The fit alongside Lamelo Ball. But hey, who knows, man? Like, you see what's going on in this league right now? Who knows? Do you even think the Clippers might make a big trade with the situation with LeBron James? Him being injured. You got AD's out. Like, it's a possibility the Lakers may not even make it, to the top 4 seeds. They might end up
Right.
dropping to the 6, 7, 8 seed. So
Mm-hmm.
we just gotta watch. Next week is gonna be a lot of fireworks, in the NBA, because we don't know the landscape of the West right now.
Right.
You know.
I think
So,
the
like,
trade deadline is up next week too, right?
yep, next week is the trade deadline. So next week you'll
We're
find a
gonna
lot of
find
teams.
out what's gonna happen with all of these
Mhm.
guys.
But I do personally think Devontae Graham is out of there. I do think so. I
Do you?
don't. Yeah, I don't see Devontae Graham. Okay, I don't see this team keeping three, you know,
Three
point
point
guards.
guards. No, it makes
I
no
I, I
sense.
don't see it. Or, three guys. Actually, not even three. Like, actually four guards. It's a guard heavy team. They need a center. You know.
Yes. I'm gonna read the super chat real quick. Superior Trucking with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my brother. He said, "Do y'all think that Jordan don't want Melo to shine because he signed with Puma, not Nike, or does he want? Let's see, or does he want LeVar's sons to be better than his jealous LeVar because he's jealous of LeVar?" Mm. I personally think that I don't know. I feel like I told Coach and DJ this once before, and I think Rev too, that I thought that it was a conspiracy that Michael Jordan was trying to, because of all of LeVar's comments, that he might have been kind of hating on him a little bit, and that he might have said, "You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and." I've told you this too, Jen. That I'm gonna go ahead and scoop LeVar up. I mean, scoop Lamelo up so no one else can get him, so that we can kind of keep a thumb on him and kind of hold him down a little bit. You know what I mean? And keep him from blowing up. And at first, that's what it was looking like it was happening. But because LaMelo refused to be benched and forced his way into the starting lineup, I know they had some injuries, but I think he would have ended up there anyway because of his gameplay. I think LaMelo made it impossible for that trajectory to happen.
I think that, with him proving himself the way he has, it would be really hard to try to cover something like that up or continue to, because it's like it would just look ridiculous if they're not playing this kid and he's doing that well.
Yeah, I completely agree. Mark Keir said he thinks Melo's going to do 15, 5, and 5. We got somebody that says, who is that? Loyal Environment said 40 if Borrego. Right. I know where you're going with that. I guess if Borrego lets him have the keys and let loose a little bit.
That's what makes it difficult to call the numbers sometimes, because of that, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Mark Pierce said Puma. What did he say? Puma Wright Thompson wrote an ESPN. Sorry for MJ's 50th birthday. Jordan bundled the Puma. Y'all see that, chat? Bundled the Puma gear in his arms, tossing it onto the living room floor.
He took a
Wow.
knife from the kitchen and cut it. That's funny.
Wow.
I was thinking too something. I think Coach Joe said on the stream earlier that Borrego actually gave him some kudos. Do you think that'll increase his playing time a little bit?
Maybe. Maybe. All right, we got a lot of super chats coming in here. We got Superior Trucking with another super chat. We got Claudia Taylor with a super chat. Thank you, New Media fam. to help grow the channel, to help support the movement. Superior Trucking says, do you think that Jordan's jealous Melo came with so much hype? Can you read that,
And
Jen?
yes, do you think that Jordan jealous Melo came in with so much hype that and he feels he didn't earn or have to prove it, so that's why he was coming off the bench?
Wow. What you think, Sukji?
Um, you have to approve it. Okay, so I mean, my opinion on that is that um, I don't really think that Jordan would like try to be jealous of Melo because there's this notion in Michael Jordan, right? If you know Michael Jordan, he's a major competitor, and there's this notion about Jordan is that over the past few years he has been on horrible GM and a horrible owner, and his draft picks were horrible, meaning not living up to the standards that people expected,
Right.
thus leading to a franchise that was struggling to make the playoffs. And if it's one thing we know about Michael Jordan is that, the word horrible or the word subpar or the word not winning is not, this is something that Michael Jordan don't do.
Right.
I don't necessarily think that, Jordan would, have any jealousy, whether LaMelo has hype or not. I think that he's actually, if there's anything, it's the opposite. I think I think he embraces the hype from Lamelo Ball because he
That's
needs
what
it.
I would think.
His franchise needs it. Jordan is a businessman. He cares about the dollars.
And LaMelo is box office.
Lamelo Ball balling out like this is just basically the cherry on top for him. I think Michael he's actually very happy. You know, and like I said, it's not to stray away from your opinion, Claudia. You know, I understand where you're coming from, and it may be a possibility, but I just think my opinion that I think that Michael Jordan, he's genuinely very content with what he's seen from Lamelo Ball. The more hype is the better for him. His team is going more in live national TV games. Lamelo Ball is about to get Rookie of the Year. If it's anything, this is making Michael Jordan look, very good as an owner. And this notion that people have over Michael Jordan as a bad owner, LaMelo Ball is going to be the one. Okay, Melo Ball one is going to be the one to change that notion, and to rise the owner Michael Jordan back up into the into the light. And
I
Claudia
agree.
said, with the
yep,
lack of promotion, do y'all think Puma only signed LaMelo just to kill the big baller brand? I
I was
absolutely
just
think so.
reading that. Freaking
of
lutely,
course,
Claudia.
of course.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Because they saw the trajectory that LeVar Ball was on and they wanted to silence him. It's like,
And they
listen,
knew
we're
they
going to
could
take.
throw the kid this, you can do your own thing and go with us. And I think that definitely is what happened.
Remember when we would watch and he would talk about ownership, ownership, ownership? When we would watch Ball in the Family and ownership, that's all he preached. Even Zoe now is bringing out his own brand. So he did get in there with that mindset. And I think, quite frankly, I think LaMelo Ball is going to take that bag that Puma gave him, and I think eventually he's going to end up throwing it right back into Big Baller Brand. It's like, thank you, Puma, for the
Here
financing.
you go, the JJ. You hit it on the hammer. You hit it on the
Thank
hammer
you
right
for the
there.
Yes.
financing.
Yep. Well said.
I
That's
think that
exactly what I was gonna say.
exactly. And I think that every, even though they have to go through their own time and learn in their own way, is even though they're LeVar's sons, they had to come, as we saw on the Big Baller Brand on the Ball in the Family, they had to kind of come into their own in their own way. And I think that ownership, like you said, it got in there, and that will
Oh,
eventually
yeah.
manifest very well in their lives once they figure out, like, oh, that's what Dad was preaching.
And look at what LaMelo's already doing. He's already got LaFrance. He's already talking about buying real estate. That kid is going to be a billionaire by the time he's 30.
Yep.
He's going to
Melo.
be a billionaire by the time he's 30.
Yeah, Melo. What
No
he's going to
doubt.
do? He's going to parlay that $100 million into $1 billion easily.
Hell yeah.
You know,
hell yeah.
He's not going to sign back with Puma after this deal is up. I'm telling you. He's
No.
going to take their money. He's going to take that money. He's going to parlay it into a bigger bag. And by that time, Melo should be like a perennial all-star. He'd be one of the biggest. I mean, he is already one of the biggest household names in the league, besides LeBron James, and et cetera, et cetera. But at that time, Melo would have the body of work to back up whatever he's doing. So if Melo Ball said, "Listen, I need you to buy Melo Ball water for $5," hypothetically, people will buy it because at that time his body of work, can speak for itself.
The BBB is already set up and waiting for him.
Of course. This is all a master plan.
Yep.
Melo respects his father. He respects the family. He respects the Big Baller brand. The Big Baller brand was not made for LeVar Ball. It was made for their sons. Okay?
Yes.
This is not made for LeVar to become rich. LeVar is already a made man. People don't understand that.
Right.
This is for his kids. Big Baller brand. It's a legacy.
He said he wanted his kids to be and have trust fund babies.
Yep, and this is what he said. When I'm dead and gone, people remember the brand. They remember the Ball name. Okay? So this legacy that they're building, I don't want people, think that, the Ball boys are neglecting this name, this brand. If it's anything, this is a setup for something major that none of us not even see coming.
Because think about it, they were a name before it was huge, but it was all contingent on whether they ended up being a bust or not. Well, I think we see where that went. Two brothers successfully made it. They're building a name for themselves, and LaMelo is already huge. If they decide to now go back into Big Baller brand does compete with Nike. Big Baller brand does compete with Adidas. Okay, everything LeVar said comes to fruition.
I think that's why he has to be given credit sometimes, as much as people want to hate on what he says and how he may go about it. It's like he actually spoke the truth. Those boys are who he said they would be.
Yep.
I think I read someone's chat just a little while ago, but it popped off the screen so quickly. Were you talking about starting Miles Bridges and how that would play as a part in the game that would change the game?
What happened?
I was reading someone's chat, but it popped off the screen. I believe they were trying to say that he wasn't starting Miles Bridges, but it popped off before I could finish reading it. Did the game start yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Shout out to Anthony Source says, remember LaMelo said, I got you. He did say, I got you for the family. Hashtag new media, D Clark. I see you. Gamer game, what's happening? LeBron got injured. Yeah. And AD is also out.
Just a quick second. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Just a quick second for new media. I just need everybody to make a quick pause and give a like button. All 120 of us, in the cookout right now. It just takes 2 seconds to give a thumbs up, and we appreciate you. We thank you for joining our stream, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, thank you all
so much, fam. I still Claude Taylor said, I still say MJ uses the Hornets as a tax write-off. Yes, definitely. Yep. Coach said that on one of the shows, Slick G, that he thought that Michael Jordan was using it for tax purposes. I completely agree.
That's a good one. That's funny. Jordan, whatever it takes to make an extra dollar.
Yes, man. You know it. Hey, Drum Keys said Melo tonight, 18, 6, and 9. It's respectable. I could see that. Thunder 3. Edwards has the green light on the worst team. That's exactly what Hoops and Brews was arguing about. They were saying that the Hornets, I think I don't know which one is Hoops and which one is Brews. But the smaller guy was saying that Anthony Edwards has had all of this stuff to deal with on his team, with Cat having COVID and DLO being out, and and Beasley being out, and everything's going on with that. And he's, the only reason, and the other one was saying the only reason he is in contention for Rookie of the Year is because he's getting minutes because those other players are out.
Minutes, touches, and usage rate. Very high usage rate.
Yep.
And I'm just interested to see that when D'Lo comes back in 5 games, when Malik Beasley comes back in 3 to 4 games, keep in mind that Malik Beasley averages 20 points a game. He's gonna want his numbers.
Yes, he is. He's gonna want his minutes back.
It's gonna be a lot of mouths to feed. LaMelo Ball is putting up these numbers with at least 5 to 6 mouths to feed. Okay, like everybody want a piece of that pie. Okay, so you have Anthony Edwards, putting up these numbers. Really and truly, he's taking more shots than Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's fine. Go ahead and get yours, rookie. It's okay. I mean, more power to him. But I just want to know, for the people that's hating the LaMelo Ball and is praying on his downfall and try to hype up Anthony Edwards as Rookie of the Year, in 5 to 6 games, I'm sorry, your world is gonna come crashing down. Because when you got Malik Beasley in that on that court looking, to get his touches,
and he should be back in about 5 or 6 games.
Yep, you got D'Lo looking to get his touches. You got Karl-Anthony Towns; he's still gonna want his. I'm interested to see the dynamic of this team when you got all these ball dominant guys that needs to get their 20 points a night. What is gonna happen? Who's gonna take that back seat? Whose ego is gonna get damaged? So this is very important to watch coming up for next week for this Minnesota Timberwolves team, because
most definitely
I know Malik Beasley. If it's one thing about Malik Beasley, man, he I don't think he's gonna want to take no backseat to Anthony Edwards. I'm sorry, he's gonna want his numbers. He's gonna want to keep that 20-point a game streak going. D'Lo, D'Lo is a proven player in this league. He may not be like top 20, top 30 player, but he still can get his. D'Lo's still an above average point guard, and he's gonna want to get his too, and he's gonna be handling that rock most of the game. So I'm interested to see if Andy Edwards can transition more to an off the ball role and still get his, or if he has to dominate the ball, be on ball more and try to get his numbers and his stats, and if he's going to be looking off these other guys in the team, and this is where it's going to get really, really tough for the Timberwolves. They're going to have to make some decisions. Who knows, man? Like, listen, next week it's a possibility Malik Beasley might not even be there. We don't know what's going to happen. Like Kendrick Perkins said, it's a possibility. He's calling for the Timberwolves to trade everybody and just build around Ant-Man. So we just don't know. Next week is one of the biggest weeks for this NBA season, because next week we're gonna know. Next week can tell us who's the MVP, who's the Rookie of the Year. Even though I take LaMelo Ball as the Rookie of the Year, but this is a narrative-driven league, and you never know what could happen.
Imagine what LaMelo's gonna do when, he does have the keys. I mean, you guys probably have talked about this many times.
Oh, he's gonna drive that thing like a Ferrari.
What his numbers are right now.
If they trade Terry Rozier, oh my goodness, man!
It's on a popping.
As soon as I saw that today, I'm like, okay, you can have him.
If they trade Terry Rozier,
Claudia Taylor.
All right, Claudia Taylor. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you. When LeVar finishes building that team, BBB Sports Complex and Basketball Training Center in California's Inland Empire to develop athletes and have AAU events. Great plan.
I think it's going to be reminiscent of the JBA, Claudia, because he started something really good with that, and I was sorry to see it go. There you go, Slick G. That's the kind of things that they're going to be doing with that money. All that stuff, they're going to bring that stuff back. BBB, JBA, all of it.
I definitely do think so.
So Noel Francis said Hornets need Melo to have a high usage rate against elite teams to get the W. Absolutely.
I do think so too, and I was saying this earlier. One of the brothers of New Media was saying that they normally give the ball to LaMelo against higher ranked teams, better teams. They give LaMelo the ball and run the offense through him. But it's the game within the game. The reason I think they give LaMelo Ball the ball, against better teams is because if LaMelo dominates the ball that game and he's the sole, he's like the glue that keeps everything together, right? And let's say LaMelo Ball, for example, if he's going to have a higher usage that game, he's going to have more turnovers, right? He's going to probably make more shots or miss more shots. They're probably going to win or lose. But anything that happens that game, they're going to blame LaMelo Ball or they're going to praise him. So against the better teams, you find Gordon Hayward, he defers more to LaMelo Ball because, they don't want that slack on them. You understand? So against the better teams, right, JJ, they would give LaMelo the ball and get out of his way. And
definitely.
And if they lose, that's the coach in LaMelo's ass. And you find after the game, they blame LaMelo for everything.
The thing about a player like LaMelo,
he's the scapegoat. He's the
scapegoat, exactly. He's the scapegoat against better teams. But listen, this ball boy, I'm sorry, okay, he not gonna put up for that shit. And against the bum teams where the rookie should be showing out and getting his, they wave him off, okay. They don't give him the shots. They don't give him the looks. They beat up on the bum teams. Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward, they beat up on the bum teams, and now they give the rookie anything and give him the scrums, And against the good teams, they throw him into the fire, okay? I'm making the scapegoat, whether win or lose.
Love the accent. They throw him into the fire. Love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Melo wants that. I think that he can hold his own. If they try to make him the scapegoat, he's that guy that wants that last shot.
Exactly.
And 9 times out of 10, he'll make it happen.
And they're messing with the wrong rookie. If it was one thing but LaMelo Ball, he won all that smoke. Okay, he won all of that. And LaMelo Ball, he rises to the occasion, and that's what people don't understand. But hey, man, the kid has proven himself, and there's nothing more to say. I mean, the world sees it. Against the big games when he went up against Carmelo Anthony and the Portland Trailblazers, a lot of people expected LaMelo Ball to suck that game. He dropped 30. He dropped 30 in that team. I think they got the dub too. And last one against LeBron. I mean, the night before, sorry. He held his own. They tried to run everything through LaMelo Ball that day. And he still got his numbers. What the hell did Gordon Hayward do?
I think it's speaking to that exactly, that it might be part of the journey that might be better for people to show him respect the way it happened, even though we all want him to have more time and more playing time. I think overall, when we look back on his career, this will be a really important year for people to have really seen the fight and the determination, and for him not being the scapegoat of, okay, we put him in charge and this is what happened. He's coming in and fighting his way to the top. So I think it's an overall good year anyway, no matter how you look at it.
And to Leon Black, you said something that really made me feel good. You said, once again, it's a pleasure to listen to the best damn show on YouTube. We do thank you, my brother, because New Media is the best damn family in YouTube. Okay? And even though we don't have Coach with us right now, I'm happy that I'm still here on this panel with my sisters right now, JJ and her wife. And I'm happy to be part of this show. And I thank you for tuning in, And yes, we are the best damn show on YouTube. All of us, the New Media family, Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being on the chat.
Thank you so much, New Media fam. The funny part about it is, I was telling this story before, but J&J Video gets its name from Jen and I. DJ is not the only DJ in the New Media organization. I'm actually DJ myself. Those are my initials. Jen's initials are J&J. But my last
she's
name
the
is
real JJ.
My last
Mm,
name is James. Her name is Judd. So J&J
wow,
represents Judd and James.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's where the J&J comes from. I'm Dawn and she's Jen. So DJ, I'm DJ too, actually. So since we can't have two DJs, because normally
Yeah, I
I'm
know you got to
called
go with
I'm
J and
called
J.
DJ myself normally.
Wow,
I
that's
get
And we
called
call
JJ at my
JJ
regular job
JJ.
because there's too many Jennifers. That's been a common name my whole life, in school. Everybody was Jennifer.
Shout out to
okay.
Case and
The
Point
game is on.
with the $5 super chat. Mellowholic, yes. There's shout out to you, Coach Joe, with the term Mellowholics. I forgot we are all Mellowholics in here. Don't forget to smash that like button, Mellowholics.
Thank you. It's 14-10 right now, first quarter, 7 minutes in. Let's see what they're doing here right now. You got Terry and Kawhi. You got Bismack on who's this?
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I can't see my TV properly. Well, Reggie Jackson. Oh my goodness, they got Bismack Biyombo guarding Reggie Jackson. But I guess it was off the pick and roll, so you can understand that. They got the twin. I see the Clippers are really trying their best to slow down the pace of the Hornets right now. They're trying to, keep Lamelo from, getting on the breaks. They're playing more of a half court offense right now. And does anybody know how many points Lamelo has? Can you drop his point count in the comments? I can't really switch back from my phone, but it's 10-16. Clippers is up by 6. 6 minutes left in the quarter.
Thank you for your patience here. I'm just trying to get the game on. Having technical difficulties with this TV here, so I had to get the J&J
Okay, 0
studio
points.
over
Yeah,
here to
he
help
only
out.
took one shot.
Had to get tech support over here.
That's okay. So one thing I noticed about a lot of these games that Lamelo Ball, he tends to, like, in the first quarter he would try to facilitate a little more, get his teammates going, and then the second quarter he would try to score a little more, and then like I said, I call Lamelo Ball third quarter mellow. Third quarter, fourth quarter is where he really cooks. So right now, even though he has 0 points with 6 minutes in, that's fine because he's getting Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward and Bismack and PJ going. And once you get these guys going and having get them the hot hand, you will find Lamelo will get his. So I'm never really worried about the points Lamelo has in the first quarter. You know he'll get his. He'll get his. He has to facilitate. He has to get his team going. Build the tempo, build the pace. So he has to set the tone for the offense. For the game. So this is something we've been seeing for the past couple of games. Whereby in the beginning of the season, when he was off the bench, he had to come on and try to get his numbers because, if they don't pass him that rock, he's not going to get his touches. He's not going to be able to put up any shots. So
It's
you
kind of
find
like
that,
a pitcher looking at the ball and watch it come through the first couple of times. I think he's just kind of eyeing up the game,
yeah,
seeing where he can get in and fit in and how it's going to map out how
yep,
the defense looks.
and that's what you call a real floor general, somebody that you know
Isn't trying to overthrow or, shoot bad
yeah,
shots just to get in there.
yeah, he orchestrated the offense very, very well. And you know like I said, in the beginning of the season when he was off the bench, you'll find that he will come in more in the first quarter and try to score and try to do a little bit of everything. That was more of Devontae Graham's role of trying to facilitate and get the offense flowing. But now he's in the starting lineup. His role has changed. Now he's the starting point guard, so he has to get this team going. So you can't really expect him to come out there, and drop 10, 15 points in the first quarter. He has the potential. He can do that. We've seen that before. But LaMelo's more of like a pass first player, with a scoring mentality too as well. Not a score first player with a passing mentality. Meaning like a Dame Lillard, Dame Lillard can get his, Dame Lillard is more of a scoring, scoring minded point guard. Whereas like LeBron James, if you look at the point forward role, he's more of a pass first, and he'll get his numbers eventually, but he has to make sure he set the tone and the tempo of the team. Let's see if Gordon Hayward has a good game today. I expect Gordon to get like 20 points plus.
Yes, I think that helps him also get in his rhythm when he feels like his passing game is going well. He can then it plays off of that and his shots fall in too. I can't the chats are so small. I was trying to read that there. Trying to say your name right. Teofik Saka. In a homecoming Taufik, sorry. In a homecoming game, Melo is being looked off. Is Borrego thinking ISO ball again? Hayward being a ball handler, bro.
Yeah. You'll expect Hayward after that 7-point game. He's not giving that ball up this game. He's not passing that ball this game. He's gonna get his numbers. Normally when you find with a star athlete is that if they have a bad game, the next game they normally like try to have a better game. And you can expect Gordon Hayward to not even give that rock to Melo all game. I don't see it. A timeout 27-14 already. 4 minutes left. I just hope this is not a blowout, man.
Yes, let's hope it's not. Do you know what the score was last time that they played? Did we talk about that?
Damn it. They got to try to slow this game down, man. They got to, let Melo do his thing, man. I'm telling you, they're already starting this bullshit, man. They're already starting this bullshit, And, this is on the coach because, they seen their $120 million man had 7 points last game. So, I know they're saying to themselves that, we're not going to let Gordon Hayward go down like that. They need Hayward to come out this game and drop 30 points, And his ego, I know for sure, was affected that last game. So you'll find, when a player, they play horrible, the game before, they'll always come out and try to,
Try to
play
make
a
up
little
for
better.
it.
Yeah, they will definitely try to make up. So, like I said, Gordon Hayward is going to get his numbers tonight. I see that. But here's the problem. I'm always telling people. Terry Rozier can get his numbers and LaMelo can get his numbers. But every time Gordon Hayward get his numbers, LaMelo Ball doesn't have a great game. Meaning he will only barely score like 12 to 14 or 15 points. Because they do not run that offense. They don't really give the ball to Melo once Gordon is hot. If Gordon's hot, he's gonna bring up the ball. He's gonna ISO. He's gonna shoot his mid ranges. He's gonna take his threes. He's gonna pass it to Terry. He's gonna look off Melo because he knows if Melo gets hot, Melo's not giving back that rock. Because Melo's not gonna forget. You understand me? Melo got to get his too.
Right.
You understand me? He got to get his too. But they should put the ball in Melo's hand. Listen, Gordon needs to understand. Put the ball in Melo's hand. He'll find you. He'll find you. If you're having a great shooting game, you're hot, he'll find you.
That's what makes him such a great point guard. He is not greedy with it. The only time you see LaMelo starting to, play a little bit of ISO ball is when the team needs points. And when the team needs him to get something going. Does. When the team needs him to get it going, that's when he gets into the ISO ball, but it's necessary at that time. Once he gets that inertia happening, he starts to pass it off and dish it off and get everybody else involved.
That was my position that I played in high school basketball, was point guard, and you're absolutely right. That's exactly how you play and get in the rhythm of the game. But when it's time that you need something to happen, sometimes if it's going the wrong way, you might stop and just take that three if you're feeling it, just to get everybody hyped up. But it's really a game of getting the whole team involved.
Paul George cooking them right now.
Okay, Mello, I'm not feeling that sky blue with that mint, bro. Sometimes the blue ones ain't the right
Is the
one.
Martin twins doing right now? I see they're bringing the Martin twins to try to slow down Paul George, and that is not even working right now. That is not even working right now.
No Martin twins, please.
Tebe's in the game. Melo's out the game. Another 2-point first quarter.
Sorry about that. I think I hit the camera for a second and showed the fan, the ceiling fan. But it just looked like another fan of the show, I guess. Bad joke.
Okay, I'm going to have to warn you guys about Jen jokes. Okay? Jen will hit you with a Jen joke. Yeah, I know. I'll hit the mic so that everybody can't hear me gulping down water, and sometimes hit the camera and show myself by accident. So it happens. Everybody, don't forget to smash that like button, hashtag new media, share it on Instagram, share it on Twitter. All of the just want to give you an update on the J&J video channel. Thank you so much, DJ, for putting the link at the top of the page. Thank you for all the people that have come over and subscribed. I really appreciate all the comments. I try to get to them and read them, and I'm trying to give you guys, now that you guys are starting to frequent the channel, I'm starting to put up more and more content, if you notice, and I have it situated in playlists. So depending on whatever mood you're in, if you need to be inspired, I got some quotes of the day that I'll animate and throw in there for you. If you need any intros done for your social media pages, I'm extremely cheap. You can go look at my intros and see what I've done for other people. And if you want me to throw something together for you, just send me a quick DM. I will do that. I got new media stuff in there for you to look at. And I'm doing that playlist for the LaMelo Ball series, where it's just the Prodigal Son episodes in there by themselves, so you don't have to look all over the place for them.
And that's awesome work you're doing with portraying the Ball family and LaMelo, because I had a guy, I shared it on the Facebook page, a guy I went to high school with actually came on and said, wow, I never saw that approach to it. I didn't even know half of that stuff happened, where it's just kind of, sometimes you have to put a different spin on things. I guess he had only heard negative things.
That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give everybody that perspective of the Ball family that some people may be missing. And all of us here are Meloholics, and all of us like the Ball family. That's why a lot of us are drawn to DJ's channel. To get to the channel, you have to query LaMelo Ball. So if you're interested in LaMelo Ball, you're going to run into DJ's channel, and that's how I found it. And I just liked what they were talking about, but I've always been inspired by the Ball family. And I'm like, there's a whole lot of that went into how and why he is the player he is today. People don't realize this, but I'm going to tell you, that Lithuania experience really, really got to him. He was not used to not being liked and not being touted as, the golden boy, like I said in the story. He was used to always having the rock, him being the man, and he got over to Lithuania and they treated him like a bastard at a family reunion. They really did not like him.
Thank you, Turo Island. Hopefully I didn't mess your name up too bad. He said, DJ, she said, DJ, I respect how you bring people together. That's why I love this channel. You all are great. Thank you, DJ, for bringing us all together.
Creating the platform. Way to go.
Looks like Clippers 30, Hornets 18. Let's go, Hornets.
Definitely Daryl. Daryl Higginbottom says Lithuania humbled Melo. It most certainly did. And it made him better. It made him go within self.
That's what you were saying the
And
other day. It made him able to withstand a lot of the pressure he's feeling this year.
right, this stuff that he's going through now, he's been through all of this before. Think
Mhm.
about it.
Yeah, it made
He
him
was
more
hated
equipped
on
to
in
handle.
Lithuania. He was benched. He's been through all of this.
Yep, and I think that it made him more equipped to handle adversity, and it was a
It
life
did.
lesson for him because it made him see that not everything is handed to you. You know,
Right.
so it did made him grow up a little quicker. So now when he went to Australia, he went with a different mindset. Y'all
Yeah.
see, like, did y'all see Melo in Australia? He was just hooping. He didn't even, homeboy didn't even had a haircut. Okay, he
Oh,
didn't care.
dude.
He didn't care
I
about the
can't wait to
nightlife.
get to that part in the series.
Yep, homeboy didn't even had a haircut. Okay, he was out there hooping, straight hooping in the gym at 3 a.m. in the morning. Straight hooping. So if it's anything, I think that Lithuania experience kind of made him better.
Oh,
You know,
so much.
it made him better. It changed them for the better. So
Everybody
I'm
looked at it
actually
as a bad
thankful.
career move, but it was actually a better personal move for LaMelo.
Yep, and I'm actually thankful that that happened over there to him.
Me too.
Because you
He
know
is too.
because I didn't really want Lamelo coming in with the mindset, that you could take 50, 40 shots. You can do whatever you want to do. You can look off the coach. You can take half-court shots. But we know this is LaMelo Ball. This is his charisma. This is what charms his audience. But at the same time, basketball is all about fundamentals too. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
and it don't matter who you are. You could be the MVP. You know, ain't nobody coming on half court and pointing to the half court line and jacking up a shot. Even LeBron James will get taken out the game for that. You
Right.
understand? I'm
Right.
telling you. Imagine Braun, down 6 points or somewhere, up 10 points. It don't matter. And he's going to the half court shot and he's pointing to the half court line and he's
Right.
jacking up a three. Okay, they won't take him out the game, but they will be a little heated though. I know Vogel would be heated.
Right.
Oh
But,
yeah,
but you get the
definitely.
you get the picture though.
Oh
Melo
yeah,
was fearless.
definitely.
Melo didn't give a shit about who was over there in the coaching bench, right? He didn't give a damn. Melo did
Uh-uh.
whatever the hell he wanted to do. He was playing freestyle, free-spirited basketball. Okay,
Freestyling, right?
he
On
he,
the
he
court.
was he was painting his own art. It was like an art to him. Okay, he just went out there on that canvas, that court, and he was just doing what came to his mind. Melo's
And
living in
guess
his
what?
own world,
It still is.
and he still is. He still is.
That
That
basketball is a paintbrush in his hands.
Exactly.
that's why none of the outside things can get in with him, even though in his regular life things might piss him off a little bit. But when he's on that court, it's like his focus. You can just see it. It's like all of the great players that we've seen in every sport. They
Mhm.
have that look in their eye that you just can't really describe. It's just you can see it.
Exactly. And I read an article a while back saying that, you know, 80% of NBA players, they don't really okay, before they get to the league it's different, but when they get to the league, they're not really that interested in basketball. They're just going through the motion. It's,
Yeah.
it's very few players that love the game, love playing basketball, no matter what. They love it. Okay? But and you guys can look it up too. You can type in the article online. There's an article out there. You
I
know,
believe it. You can tell.
yeah, 80% of NBA players don't really love playing basketball. When they made it to the league and they get their first big bag, they get that money. They feel they made it. Okay,
Yeah.
they reached the mountaintop, and
Yeah.
there's a saying in life that there's nobody hungrier than the wolf that's trying to climb up the hill than the wolf on the hill already. Okay,
Right.
I think it's a quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger. The wolf on the hill, sorry, the wolf that's not on the hill is always hungrier than the wolf on the hill.
But when the wolf
So
on the hill can be just as hungry, that's what makes him.
exactly, the wolf on the hill can probably be waiting for you to come up there too, because you just feel us. Like Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant, he don't care. He's taking everybody in his way, but he loves the game of basketball.
And that's what Melo is.
Do you feel that Michael Jordan was that player?
I do think so.
I
I
do
think
too.
Michael, he loved the game.
Yeah,
I think so.
He loved the game. You could say too much. He loved the game of basketball. Michael Jordan, was a fearless competitor. Kobe Bryant, you know, Lamelo Ball. Every time you see him, he's always smiling. He just
He's
loves
back on the
being out
court
there.
too, by the way.
And yeah, he's back on the court right now. And you know what shocks me? This is what shocks me right now.
Man, that floater is beautiful. Woo!
Wait, is he back on the court really, or is it first quarter highlights?
Oh, I think it was highlight.
Yeah, first quarter highlights. Yeah.
Okay.
Tricked me.
This is a millionaire kid. This is a millionaire kid. He came to the league. He's already
because he don't need the money.
He don't need the money. He just loves playing basketball.
That's when you know you're getting authentic stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's so fun to watch, because he's enjoying it.
He's enjoying it. It's like an art for him. He's painting his own story on the court. He's painting a picture. It's like he's a performer. Kyrie Irving too.
Yeah,
Kyrie Irving is one of those players too. There's this notion Kyrie Irving, he doesn't want to play basketball. Because he's always taking these breaks. He doesn't give a damn about the fans. But what people don't understand about Kyrie Irving, he's an artist. And the artist will not paint if his tools are not there. Okay? Right, JJ?
Yep.
An artist will refuse to paint his art if he doesn't have the right tools to paint it. Okay?
Oh, no doubt.
So if Kyrie Irving knows he's not mentally there, okay, to go on that court and perform to his expectations, why should he be out there? So
That's
when you see guys,
so funny you said that.
So when you see guys like Kyrie Irving taking mental breaks, this is for the love of the game. If Kyrie Irving didn't give a shit, I only went out there for the money, he would be out there not caring if they win or lose,
right,
jacking up a bunch of shots,
right.
And what people don't understand, this year was the year that Kyrie Irving took the most mental breaks for his mental health. And what is he doing? He's having the best year of his career.
LeBron James is on the Calm commercial. He meditates. You
Exactly.
have to do that. I was just saying the other day that, by me being a drummer, and I haven't practiced that much lately. And today I had one of the best practices that I haven't had, because I haven't played. I don't just get behind the drum kit and play every day, for the simple fact that I don't want to lose my love for it. And I never could, because music's my first love. But it's so much better when you step away from it for a minute and then you go back to it fresh, And with LaMelo, he was denied the chance to really play like he wanted to play. It was always, he wanted to get to the NBA. He wanted to get, now that he's gotten there, he is enjoying it and eating it up. Now, you may see that player in about 5 or 6, 7 years that we're talking about, after he's done it for a while. But right now, it is fresh and new, and he is in love with it, as he should be.
He's in love.
There's players in every sport that never, ever lose that. Like Tom Brady, for example.
Brady, exactly.
I think that he may be one of those players that's always going to show up early, practice extra as he gets older, even more probably.
Definitely.
And and that's how you see when you have guys, with all-star, superstar potential, they phase out, because that they don't really love the game. They don't enjoy playing the game. They don't have fun playing the game. I've seen many NBA players quoted, when they moved from a situation, they went to a different situation. I'm having fun again. I'm having fun again. So, this is something that, people need to understand. A lot of these guys out there, they're out there just going through the motions, okay? They're just punching the clock and going out there collecting their millions of dollars, doing what they got to do, so their family can eat, so they can pay for their mansions, so they can maintain their lifestyle. But do they love the game of basketball? And there are guys out there that do love the game of basketball. LeBron James. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't even want to get into this because I know if I mention this name, it's going to be a big conflict. But Shaquille O'Neal, I can leave you guys to say if Shaq loved the game or not. But I'm not going to go there.
I think Shaq loved those endorsements.
But Shaq is a perfect example. Did Shaq love the game? Did he love the game enough? Did he respect the game enough? Shaq was one of the greatest players of all time. And many do believe he would have been the GOAT if he really did dedicate himself to the game of basketball.
Yeah.
But that's a different discussion for a different day.
Definitely.
Yep. I'm going to hold you to that, Slick G.
Sure will. All right, back to the game. Let's check the score.
Sean Bless. Shout out to Sean Bless.
Even the number 1 overall pick this year doesn't like the game. He loves football. Said Taufik. I forgot how you told me to say it. Saka.
No, you're saying it right. That's what we've been saying.
Taufik Saka. I really like that name. The number 1 overall pick this year doesn't like the game. He loves football. Right?
That's a tough. I mean, I wouldn't really say that. I wouldn't really say that about Ant-Man. I do think he loved the game, and I think most rookies, 99% of rookies, come into the league loving the game. It's after they sign that big contract. That's where you got to see guys. They change the way they operate, the way they move. The way they. Okay, for example, Hassan Whiteside. He's a perfect example. He got that bag in Miami, and what happened? He wasn't the same again.
Just like Joe Flacco on the Ravens a few years back.
Exactly. So you'll find 99% of rookies that come into the league, they will come into the league with a fire and a passion. They do love the game of basketball. All rookies do love the game of basketball. But every rookie has have their own motive. Some want to be the best of all time. Some want to be the greatest shooter of all time. Some want to be the highest paid of all time. And can you knock them? Growing up in poverty, like in a single parent household, can you knock them? Because I don't want people to think that I'm knocking them, for following the money.
Right.
I'm really not. But I'm talking about loving the game of basketball.
That was beautiful. That little tip Melo just made from her.
Yeah. So I'm just.
I heard something today that I never heard before that made so much sense when those brothers were arguing. Dude said there's a whole lot of difference between a shooter and a scorer. Hello.
Yes. A shooter just would have taken that ball and taken the shot, regardless if there was a defender coming. But the fact that he took that and he was worried about the scoring going in for the team, that's one of the most impressive things that I see about him.
Slick G, Sean Bless said, glad to see you on the panel, brother.
Thank you, my brother. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. Enjoy. We do love looking in the comments and seeing all the positive love and feedback, for new media. We do thank you for watching and listening, and and I do, thank everyone for watching, and spam the like button, guys. Spam the like button. We're number one. We're number one, and we're only moving up from here.
That's right. Hashtag new media. Nation united.
Hashtag new media. But this game, man, this game is raising my blood pressure. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm looking at it and then I'm not looking at it.
The game is so bad that my damn stream is not even connecting. It don't want me to have a heart attack. Okay, that's how bad it is. I can't even connect right now.
Come on, Hornets. Melo, get it started, baby. Get it started.
Is Melo even back in the game? I don't even know what's going on right now.
He is in there, I believe, right now. He was a second ago.
My goodness, my pressure is high right now.
Yeah, he's in there.
Just look for the blue LaFrance sneakers.
It looked like in the beginning I was only watching it out of the corner of my eye here while we were talking, but it looked like everything was just going in for the Clippers, and it looked like they were having a hard time of it. But at this point, can they come back?
29-40. Yeah, this is just crazy, bro. This is crazy. They're not even putting up a fight.
Well, at least Gordon's getting his fouls called.
Yeah, of course he's gonna get his.
It'd be nice
Of
if he
course.
make a damn free throw though.
That's what happens when you play with agenda. When you play with freaking agendas,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Nobody gives a damn about your 7 points last game, okay? If that's what you think, Gordon Hayward, I don't give a damn about your 7 points. I just want to win, okay?
What have you done for me lately, Gordon? Do it tonight.
Exactly. Get your damn team
tonight.
to win, okay? I know you want your numbers, Gordon, but nobody gives a damn about your 7 points last game, and nobody will give a damn about your 30 points tonight, okay? It doesn't matter unless you get the W, and that's where they're not freaking getting it.
Terry Rozier, where you at, baby?
You coming out here with this tunnel vision bullshit, and you coming out here not putting the ball in Melo's hand. Like, come on.
You said that he was going to try to make up.
Yes, I mean, you know, I do fantasy sports. I do fantasy sports. So, you know, the thing about fantasy sports, you got to try to like guess what the player will do. And 9 times out of 10, if a player, an all-star caliber player, have a horrible game, the next game they go off. Always, no matter what, they always go off. So I knew Gordon Hayward was going to get his today. But is this the game? Is this the matchup for Gordon Hayward to be ball dominant, to have a higher usage? You're playing against the Clippers. And against this team, you have to have, you know, your playmaking has to be A1, or else they're going to lock your ass up. Okay? The ISO bullshit ain't going to work. Because, you know, you can get your numbers, but what about your other teammates? You're freezing out your other teammates. The ball is not moving. The only person that's scoring is Gordon Hayward.
Look, I just saw Melo
trying to make something happen there.
I saw Melo
my stream
doing
is
the
still
mechanics on his shot, looking back at the bench. I don't know if coach was trying to coach him from the bench, talking about how he shot that shot.
Did he make the shot?
No. But then he came back and he tried to, like, I saw him try to make something happen with that steal, trying to get it back and recover.
Damn, this is crazy, bro.
But, you know, there is a lighter side to it. The Hornets are a fourth quarter team.
Yep, and third quarter Melo's coming.
Yep.
I call him third quarter.
As long as they keep it close enough, keep it within 10, they can go on a nice little run and get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Number 33 is getting a little touchy-feely there with pushing on him.
Melo should just say, F y'all, man. Get on my way. I'm just going to take over this game, man. Because that you know, the Gordon Hayward is a freaking black hole, okay? He's a black hole, all right? Ain't nobody getting theirs tonight, okay? Gordon Hayward's going to get his numbers, and nobody's going to get theirs, whether they win or lose. That's how you know a player is selfish, okay? A selfish player that only cares about themselves.
Woo! Did he get the foul?
Oh, he should have got that foul.
Because he jumped right in the way there.
Right in there. Love the way he rolled that ball. No matter where he was putting it, it was going in.
That was floating, right? It floated right in there. Yeah, go sit down, Hayward. I know, Tal. 20-point deficit. All right, we'll pick it back up.
I think they'll make a run. They'll make a run, but I don't know if it's going to be enough or when they will. But I do think they will make a run. I do expect Terry Rozier to go on a little hot streak. Maybe Devontae Graham get that little spark. Melo's going to get his. Melo's going to probably try to make a run too as well. Melo's going to always get his. The question is it going to be enough? Or when they do make that run, how much of a deficit there will be by the time that happens? Because if this game goes to a 30-point deficit, it's over. You can put the nail in the coffin. You know, so we just got to see if they can keep it to 20 to 15 right now. That's fine. The Hornets. If it's one thing I know about the Clippers, they're gonna clip. Okay, the Clippers is gonna flip. They're gonna find a way to lose, and the Hornets will find a way to win. So I
Yeah.
don't really think it's over, but let's see. Let's see when this run is gonna start and how deep of a hole they will be by the time they got to dig themselves out of it.
What do you think the key will be to them coming back like this? What do you think has to happen as far as offensively or defensively?
Yeah, sorry, I apologize. I'm just getting a little difficulties. Yeah, I do think that they have to. I'm not even watching the game right now. I'm not even looking at the box scores right now. I'm just listening to you guys. But you know, hearing from what I'm seeing, seeing what I'm seeing right now, and hearing what I'm hearing, I think that they just got to slow down a little more. They got to stop taking dumb shots. They got to, play a little more fluid on offense. Right now, the offense is stagnant. The ball is not moving properly. And they need people to step up. They need the bench to step up a little bit. Gordon Hayward, I do think listen, I don't have a problem with Gordon Hayward scoring. I don't want people to think I have a problem with him scoring. But it's one thing about a star player, a superstar, you got to know when and how you get your team involved and make winning plays. You have to make winning plays. You got to know when to score, when not to score, when to pass, when not to pass. And and what you see right now is that Gordon Hayward, he's not making winning plays. He's just going out there doing what he has to do for himself. Gordon Hayward is doing what he got to do for himself now for the team. Okay, the offense is stagnant. They're not moving the ball properly. They're not playing defense. They're not getting back in the lanes. They're not getting no deflections. They're not playing, And then come on, you got Biombo starting. Like that's everything you need to know. You got Bismack down low. Come on, like they're gonna rape him in the paint, man. I'm sorry, like it's over.
I feel like it's at this point they're not trusting their process, that they're just kind
nice,
of
Melo.
in a panic a little bit there.
Yeah, I'm so jealous right now. I
Come
can't
on,
even
we
watch
gotta
the game.
capitalize on it, guys. If you're gonna steal the ball, let's get a fucking shot. Come on now.
Yeah, they gotta capitalize and try to get back on the break and push that ball up, man. Lamelo push that break up, and get some easy buckets. They gotta play some defense. They gotta get on the run. Yes, Melo is the most impactful player in the Hornets. I mean, efficiency-wise, his PER is the highest. He's playing less minutes with a higher PER, higher numbers. He's leading the team in rebounds and assists. So, yes, Melo is the most impactful player in the team. Rebounds, assists, and steals.
What is his free throw percentage? Do you know?
I think it's in the 80s. I think he's shooting 80 from the free throw. I'm not sure. 80 or high 70s. Definitely is in the 80s, though. But ever since he was a starter, he's shooting in the 80s to the 90s.
That's awesome. That's probably because Dad had him practicing that shot a lot. There we go. The rebound, steal. Oh. Oh no. He's saying you got fouled. God. I'll say this again, said Taufik Saka. I'll say this again. According to NBA, the most impactful players to the Hornets is Melo and Hayward, while efficiency-wise, Melo is the most efficient on the team. Yes, I think that it looks like to me Melo is setting the tone and helping make things happen is definitely the most efficient. I think that's down to 16 points up only right now. I know I said only, but it's better than it was.
Yeah, 16-point, right? 16-point lead for the Clippers.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Once it doesn't get to 30, I'm good.
Yes, they're definitely. Oh, they're keeping it under 30, but we didn't need that to happen.
Yeah, Charlotte will make the Hornets will make adjustments. If it's one thing about Coach Borrego, he's good with the X and O's, but other stuff I don't think he's that good. But X and O's wise, he's a good coach. So he will make the adjustments. But let's see, man. Let's see if they're gonna run this offense through Melo and let Melo do his thing. Let Melo be Melo. Let him facilitate. Let him get his teammates going. Let's see if Harden's gonna Gordon Hayward, Gordon Black Hole Hayward will take a back seat and and allow this kid, to get this team going. So
Gordon
that's his
Blackball
nickname.
Hayward.
Gordon Blackwell Hayward.
What is his free throw percentage? I wonder.
Who, Gordon?
Melo.
Yes, it should be in the 80s.
I think you had stepped away a minute when I.
Wait, Borrego took Melo out the game? So wait, Melo comes in the game. They go on a run. They cut the lead from the 20 to 14, and he takes him out the game.
What sense does that make?
Makes
Is that
no
correct?
damn sense at all.
Hold up. Melo comes in the game, cuts the lead down, the lead down to 14 points, and he takes him out the game. My goodness. Borrego, man.
Borrego burgers. Every time I hear that, I think about your video. You had those little burgers flipping on the grill, and it said Borrego burgers.
I was flipping Borrego burgers.
So Melo goes out the game, and the lead went back up to 19.
Because Borrego is mentally challenged.
He's a freaking piece of shit. Sorry for my language.
It's like, what point are you trying to prove by taking him out of the game? That you know how to lose?
You can't say Melo's inconsistent. You can't say Melo's missing too many shots. It's fine. Players do go 2 for 7. It's okay. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's not Melo's fault. Okay? Look and see what his teammates is doing. They're freezing him out. Melo's trying his best to make a run. And even if the shots don't fall, it doesn't matter. As a point guard, you have to attack. You have to make your defense. You got to make your defense. What's the word I want to say? You got to make your defense pay. Okay, make them key in and you drive into the basket so you can have open so you can make plays and get the other players open. Okay, so it's not about Melo missing shots. He has to be aggressive. Whether he make them or miss them, he got to be aggressive. He's 2 for 7.
Facts.
If he makes 2 or 3 more shots in a row, he's shooting 50% from the field. So I don't want to hear Melo's inconsistent. The numbers do not show that. Okay, last game he was 2 for 9 at the half, and he finished the game shooting about 50%. So it's not about Melo being inconsistent. This is not Melo's fault. They need to run the offense.
Let them know about it.
Okay, they have to run the offense through Melo. Stop freezing him out the freaking game. Stop having Gordon Hayward, putting the ball into a damn black hole. And allow this team to be run the right way by a real floor general. So 2 for 7 is fine.
Engineering said you right, Slick G. Tell him.
Yeah, that's me. Well, how you doing, my brother? Welcome, man.
He said facts.
Yeah, Sean. You see, I don't like to attack people on here. I don't do that. We all one family, and brothers and sisters, we will have disagreements. But you got to understand, as a point guard, it doesn't matter how many shots you miss or make. I've seen LeBron James went 1 for 10 and finish the game shooting about 50% from the field. You got to make your defense pay, okay?
That's
You
right.
got to make them. You got to make them. You got to make them. Honor your attack to the basket, okay? If you're not aggressive, what they're gonna do? They're just gonna stand in the paint, okay? You got to take those threes. You got to show your defense that you're willing to take those threes. Because when they start falling, what happens? They're gonna go out there and they're gonna respect your three ball. They're gonna respect you from the top of the perimeter. When they start respecting you from the top of the perimeter, you can get those easy blow bys. So you can dribble, penetrate, get to the lane, get to the basket, and pass it for the open man. So what Melo's doing, it doesn't matter how many shots he's missing. Let him miss. I don't give a damn if Melo goes 2 for 14. I don't give a damn. Let him keep shooting. Okay.
Right. Get him warmed up. He's got to get through experience. Being a point guard is not just about scoring. Okay. And yes, Gordon Hayward is Mr. Pedestrian. He is slowing down the offense. Let him know.
Hey, Wealth Engineering.
Shout out to Wealth Engineering. Yeah, we got her on here tonight, Wealth. Shout out to Quality Assurance saying, man, if Melo doesn't shoot, who will?
Exactly. Who will?
The others are having such a hard time shooting. It is terrible, brother.
The thing, JJ, right? What people don't understand, we hold Melo to such a high standard. We expect this to have 15 in a damn half. He's a freaking 19-year-old rookie.
Right.
He's a 19-year-old rookie. He can only do so much. Okay. So a 19-year-old rookie shooting 2 for 7 at the half. So be it. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's talk about the good things he's doing. He has 2 or 3 steals already. He's trying.
Right.
Okay.
That's what people forget. They see him do the things that he does, and that's the thing. It's a catch-22. Melo's so good at making you forget that he's 19.
And it's crazy because last night nobody's talking about Anthony Edwards shooting 4 for 18 last night. Nobody's talking about that. I'm still looking at the social media and seeing him scoring 42 points. Nobody's talking about Anthony Edwards going 4 for 18. You know why? Because he's Anthony Edwards. Shooters will shoot.
Right.
Okay.
Facts.
I think a lot of this game too, he's trying to make something happen.
And then you got to understand something too. To their credit, to your credit, my brother. My friend in the comment that's saying that Melo shooting 2 for 7. Okay, why is he shooting 2 for 7? If
he's not getting the play set up for him as well.
Yes, that's true. And secondly, he's shooting 2 for 7 because if his other teammates do not make shots, what's gonna happen? Double team Lamelo Ball. He's gonna draw more double teams because they see Lamelo's the only threat to beating them in this game. They're the only threat to really getting hot. Okay.
Facts.
If Gordon is cold, if Terry's cold, it's a possibility of your 3 best scorer. One will be hot or one will get hot. And if that person get hot before the half, they're gonna go into that half with the momentum and come at the third quarter, blazing. Okay, and just completely make this a ball game. So they don't want. They're already locking up Gordon. They're already locking up Terry. They don't want Melo to get hot because they know if Melo get hot, and that third quarter Melo's coming. Okay.
Facts.
And they don't want that. They did all their research already. So what you're gonna find? You're gonna find some double teams. You're gonna find some hedging on defense. You're gonna find different defensive schemes. To try to slow down LaMelo Ball. So God damn, if he misses 5 shots, oh my God, this is not the end of the world. He's gonna make the next 3.
You know it.
So it's fine. It's okay. Let the rook shoot, man. Let the rook shoot. We complain when he doesn't shoot, and when he shoots is the problem. Like, come on, let the rook shoot, man. Let him get his. Not saying us, but people tend to complain when he doesn't shoot. So why are we complaining if he's shooting the shots? I don't get it.
Sean Bless says, has they even scored since Melo came out of the game?
Yo, James
He's
Borrego,
got the
man.
laughy
Oh my
face on.
goodness. James Borrego, his ass needs to be fired. Okay, he needs to be fired. And
Definitely.
and something inside me wants them to miss the playoffs. I'm sorry, because that's the only way he's gonna get fired. Something inside me wants them to miss the playoffs. But you know they're gonna make the playoffs because Melo's great, and that's what he does. He wins, and
Yep.
they're not gonna fire Borrego. There's no argument to fire Borrego. It's like a situation where you have this coach and you have this player, and this coach is getting the credit because he took a subpar team, into the playoffs. Like one thing I can say, okay, anybody remember the young Celtics with Brad Stevens when they literally made an argument for Brad Stevens to be MVP of the league as a coach? Did anybody
Wow.
remember that when the young Celtics were balling their asses off? And they made a case for Brad Stevens to be MVP because the team was so young. They didn't expect a rookie Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and all these guys to make it, to the top 3 seed, and they made it deep in the playoffs. Did anybody remember that? And they were all giving credit to Brad Stevens. They were calling Brad Stevens, the next great coach, the greatest since Greg Popovich. Brad Stevens for MVP. He should be up there in the MVP conversation. Not literally, but you know what I mean, right?
Right.
Nick Wright was calling him the MVP. He should be up there. But here's the problem, though. Look at Brad Stevens now. So coming back to that argument, JJ, who really is responsible for this team playing the way it's playing? So the argument that James Borrego has for him to not be fired is that, I took this team from 9th to 10th seed all the way to 6th seed or 5th seed. You can't fire me. What the hell are you firing me for?
Right.
Look at my talent, okay? I got a
Facts.
rookie. I got a kid from the G League. I got Terry Rozier that was playing off the freaking bench. Look at him. I got Gordon here with a subpar perennial all-star. And I
He's
took this
got
team.
tape, baby.
Exactly. So there ain't no way in hell Borrego's being fired. But you will see in 3 to 4 or 5 years what will happen. Exactly what is going on with Brad Stevens right now, you're going to see. These coaches will get exposed eventually. And it's just ironic that team was playing better with the freaking rookie Jason Tatum and the Jaylen Brown. Now you have Jason Tatum. He's basically a superstar. Jaylen Brown, a superstar. They have the pieces to win, and they're not winning. So whose fault is that? I think you should get rid of Brad Stevens right now while they still can, okay? Because if this team really start going on a run, and this team start ending up being a 1 or 2 seed, Melo becomes one of the biggest superstars in the league, and they're just winning based on Melo. You're gonna have guys like Borrego just taking all the credit, and he's never gonna be fired.
You know that is coming.
Yeah, I saw JB has 1 year left on his contract. Yeah, I don't think they sign him again. I think they'll get a different coach. There ain't no way. And he should take his Tebe with him too.
I hope so. J-Bay and Tebe.
Is it
JT
halftime
Paul,
right now?
laugh out loud. Huh?
Okay, it's halftime. Okay, so our new media family, let's get some Q&As going. Let's get some questions going, and we're here to answer those questions. It's halftime. We have third quarter Melo coming. So let's get this Q&As going, guys.
Shout out to Melissa J. World. She said there has to be something that we as basketball fans can do. This is criminal. What the coach is doing. He keeps jumping off the screen. This is criminal what the coach is doing with Melo. She said that boy is a generational talent, and we are definitely robbed of him. You know, we're robbed of being able to see him. You know what I mean?
Thank goodness he's got a long career ahead of him.
Because of idiocy.
Yeah, I mean, some things that you see just like don't make sense, regardless of how you can speak on what his reasoning is. It was like we were just saying, he was put us back in within 16, and then he was taken out of the game. So,
Sean Bless, what are our thoughts on Melo and Zoe being teammates in the future, and how soon? It could happen as soon as next week. You know, for real, for real. It could happen as soon as next week if they end up making a decent trade to get him into Charlotte. But I don't think Charlotte's going to get him. I don't think Charlotte's after him. I think, the Clippers are making a bid for him, and he will fit better with the Clippers. But, in a perfect world, Melo, and Jello would be on the Hornets within the next couple of years.
Yeah, I do believe it happens eventually. I don't know how soon, I can't really tell, but I do believe it will happen eventually. And like JJ said, it could happen as soon as next week. We don't know that. It may happen. And if it does, I for sure can say I'll be happy if that happens. There's a lot of saying right now that the ball boys right now don't really need each other right now. They still need to like kind of carve their own niche in the league. But I do think that Melo and Lonzo will complement each other. Because these boys been playing together since they were 2 to 3 years old. Okay, and I do believe Lonzo playing with Melo will make Melo better, and Melo playing with Lonzo will make Lonzo better, because now you have that organic connection on the court. When you talk about that dynamic duos, this will be the ultimate dynamic duo.
Remember the dream team from the Olympics a while back?
Yeah.
It would be like the dream team for sure.
Yeah.
It really, LeVar set them up to play together. He definitely highlighted special skill sets for each of them separately so that they would complement each other. That was smart.
Yep. Yeah, I saw a post Tangard coaching here. He will be snapping. Or he'll be snapping later. Trust me. For the night show, he'll definitely be snapping. Definitely will.
I feel like somehow in a perfect storm, it's all going to work out, and they'll end up on the same team at some point.
Yeah, they definitely will. Definitely will. That is a must. That will happen. That's LeVar's dream. I just hope that it happens. While LeVar's still here with us. Not saying he's old or anything, but I'm just saying. Because I want LeVar to see that, and I know for sure when he sees that, he will definitely shed a tear, because that will be his lifelong dream, to see his boys, all three boys, the ball boys. There will never be another ball boys in the history of the league. There will be brothers playing in the same team, but there will never be the ball boys. Because when we talk about the charisma, the draw, the talent, the cachet of the ball name, the Ball family. There will never be another Lamelo Ball ever.
No.
Okay, never be another Lonzo Ball. I don't care what people talk about Lonzo. There will never be another Lonzo Ball. Okay, with all the hype he had coming into the league, most hyped person since LeBron James coming into the league. Despite whatever happened to him, on the Lakers, it doesn't matter. Lonzo, to me, I still think he's a great player. He's having one of his best seasons of the league, best seasons of his career. I did see a post saying that Lonzo's looking for that bag too this year. Because they want to give Kelly Oubre, who's averaging worse numbers than Lonzo, $20 million a year. So that's something we got to look at. Lonzo might sign a $100 million contract, for 5 years. But it depends on who's going to pay him. But going back to the topic, I do think the ball boys will play the same team eventually.
Definitely.
It will be some beautiful basketball. Could you imagine Lonzo in the break? or Melo in the break, Lonzo open in the corner, or Lonzo rolling in the break. That downhill, these two brothers, they're one of the quickest with the basketball downhill. You can't stop them. You can't stop Lonzo in the break. You can't stop Melo in the break. Okay, so could you imagine? And they're shooting like snipers. Okay, Lonzo shooting 40 from the three, Melo shooting 38 from the three. They're only gonna get better. I'm not trying to compare them to Steph and Clay, but they're only gonna get better. And then you throwing Jello in there in that mix. Could you imagine? Melo at the top of the key, playmaking, breaking ankles. They collapse in the Melo.
Yeah.
Melo passes up to Jello or pass it to Zoe. Could you imagine the type of offense? Do you know the draw these brothers will have? The amount of money the league will be making?
That would be so sick.
And one thing I want people to understand, these ball boys, they're popular. They're very popular, especially in the UK. They're very popular in the UK, all across the world.
I'm going to tell you something. They could play, and I'm looking at Beast Mode down there in the comments. Yeah, okay, I get it. But they still would be good playing together. They are making their own way separately right now, and maybe they want to keep it that way. But there's no doubt in my mind, if somehow they ended up on the same team, they would definitely have a bond, and they would definitely go back to playing how they used to play. So it is possible. You know what I mean? And to your point, Slick G, they could very well do that and all go play in the Euro League and blow up.
Very true. And to my brother's point, what's his name? 1 second. To my boy Leon.
And nobody's hating on Tebe. Tebe is a nickname we've been calling him for a while. Nobody's hating on Devontae Graham. Devontae Graham,
and that nickname is all across social media now. That everybody ran with that nickname now.
Yeah, we've been touting him for being a good teammate. Actually, he's coming off the bench. He's the sixth man, and he's embracing that. So nobody's hating on Devontae Graham.
Tebe for sixth man of the year. If he embraces this role, Tebe for sixth man of the year. I'm all in that bandwagon right now. If he embraces his role. Yeah, to my brother Leon Black, Doug, do you have a point? You have to point out that bad coaches can make great players look terrible. That's what happens to Lonzo and Lamelo if they're getting the same treatment. Yes. So you are right. You do have a point. But if it's one thing I know from watching the game of basketball for as long as I've watched the game, is that great players can sometimes cancel out bad coaches. LeBron James, for example, he can take a freaking mop to the finals, okay, as his coach. Okay, I can be LeBron James' coach and I can go to the NBA finals. Okay, I can just literally sit on the bench with a damn board in my hand, and he will take me to the finals. Great players will find a way, to cancel out bad coaches. And yes, coaching is very important. I'm not trying to denounce that coaching is not important, and I do see your point, my brother. That bad coaching can make great players good players, and make good players average players. But we're talking about the ball boys.
Especially if it's a rookie is the great player. I think the coach can have a lot more of an impact because if you're already established, that player's gonna take charge of the team because they brought him there for that player. In a way they did Melo as well, but it's just different if you have LeBron James coming on your team. The coach has to almost, in a weird way, take a back seat. And be a coordinator with him as opposed to a coach.
And you find more with players that's like floor generals, point guards. They're their own coach on the court. And sometimes you find these point guards, even if the coach draws up a play, they tend to more improvise. If they don't think that play is the right play. So when you have Alonzo, a basketball savant like LiAngelo Ball, you have a Lamelo Ball, you have these two high IQ players, playing on the same court. There come a point where coaching, no matter if the coaching is great or not, you can look in the court and you can see that you have your own two coaches, right there that can generate the offense, that can be a floor general, that can be a defensive leader, that can be their own and coaches do like players like that. They like the Rajon Rondos, they like the Ricky Rubios, they love the LeBron James.
It makes their job easier.
Exactly, they love that. So bad coach or not, if this coach knows he's bad and he sees LaMelo Ball and Lonzo just running everything, he'll take a back seat.
He's gonna sit back and let him do it.
Yeah, he'll defer. He'll just look like he's doing his X and O's. He'll just do his job, collect his millions of dollars, and he'll defer. He'll let the boys do their thing, And this is Lonzo and LaMelo we're talking about. They're not just any players. They're high IQ players, and they're only gonna get better.
Yes.
So imagine Lonzo and LaMelo on the same court. Every level they've played at, they've dominated. And we need to understand that. Every level they played, they dominated, okay? It's not easy to go 32-0 and win a state championship. It's not easy, no matter who you are, okay? It's not easy. LeBron James didn't do it, as great as he was. And I know, there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors. We can talk about the teams they played. We can talk about the area. We can talk about the state they're in. It's a lot of factors. I understand that. And I'm not trying to denounce anybody. But it's still not easy to go 32-0 undefeated and win a state championship. It's not easy playing with your competition. So you have LaMelo Ball, who's technically an all-star caliber player, an all-star caliber player. You have Lonzo shooting the hell out of the ball, shooting 40, one of the best three-point snipers in the league, Lonzo Ball. He's a sniper now. So you have the same team, better. You have LiAngelo Ball. Jello's probably going to get more in shape. He's probably going to try to be, become even better. He's going to train with the same people that his brothers train with. He's going to see the way his brothers is adjusted to the league. He's going to copy everything his brothers are doing. Okay, and he's only going to get better. So when you have the ball boys in the same team, nobody's saying they're going to go 82-0. Nobody's not saying that. But they'll be something to watch. There'll definitely be something to watch.
Oh, definitely.
And they will change a lot of people's minds. I can see that. And I just can't wait. Okay, I'll pass it over to you guys again. Sorry, hey ladies.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm just in here reading the chats, checking out Wealth Engineering and those guys. Wealth is saying coaching is more like a mental game, and it's making sure the players have the right mental fortitude to face the challenge, and occasionally provide a different perspective than the play that people can't see, basically.
Right, and there's a different way that a lot of great coaches deal with different players, or how they interact with them and know how to motivate each person.
So I'm reading the comments and I'm seeing beast mode and Wealth
Yeah,
Engineer.
beast mode is kind of getting into it with everybody.
Yeah, they're having their own little discussion, man. They're having their own little discussion.
That's why I was so quiet. I was kind of reading that.
But once it's positive, man. Once it's positive, it's okay. Over here in New Media, we all a family, and we all disagree and we all agree with each other.
That's one thing that I like about what we're doing tonight, is because you don't want it to get out there that you're disrespecting your subs, or that you're talking down to you. So you don't want to do that. We value you over here.
Mm-hmm.
We love you guys. And yes, of course you can throw your opinion out there. You know what I mean? And me, Slick G, Jen, none of us is gonna, throw it down. DJ, we're not gonna throw it down, like your opinion doesn't matter, because that's what keeps it all going. Everybody is not gonna always agree.
You'll see a different perspective that you may not have known. So it's important to have other other perspectives in there. So I
Right.
appreciate you guys having me here as a newbie.
We appreciate you
Is
being
came
here.
back on?
All right, game's on, babies. Let's see what we got for
All
the
right.
second half. Ding, ding, babies.
Third quarter, Melo.
Come on, 3QM.
But is Melo okay though? Is he hurt? Like is
Yeah,
Melo okay?
because I'm seeing in the chats that he went back to the locker room for maybe
Yeah.
a sore wrist.
But he's pretty aggressive right now though. Third quarter Melo. Third quarter Melo.
3QM. We're gonna get that third quarter Melo. Slick G called it.
Third quarter Melo. Melo's probably gonna drop 20 points in this second half. Easily.
All the Meloholics in the house, let's give our positive energy over to Melo so he can go ahead and be third quarter Melo like we need him to be. Melo. Don't forget to smash the like button, fam. Share the second half of the game. Share the stream on Instagram. Share it on Twitter. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
DJ in the house. Good night, my brother.
What's up,
DJ
Prez?
in the house.
Hey, DJ.
I know he saw those comments. He had to come up in here. You see, y'all done made the president come up in here, man. He was reading those comments, man. Y'all done made the president come up in here, man.
What's good, everyone?
What's good?
How are you doing?
It's been great. It's been great. Thank you guys for holding down the show while I'm at work. And I can't thank you even more. New media is so powerful, man. Different voices, different opinions, but we all come together for a common cause. And I'm so proud of you guys. All of you represent what's right in this newfound media, which is new media. J&J video, man. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. And I just found out that vegan knowledge is gin. I didn't know that.
Yep.
And my brother Slick G. You want to talk about someone who's loyal to the brand? That's Slick G, man.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. You know,
He's very
thank
loyal.
you. Thank JJ. You know, thank the real JJ that I found out today. Yeah, thank you all for having me here. You know, it's been good to be here with my sisters. You know, and you know we're
I'm gonna say
here.
this before I go. I told every single body that the Hornets will get their butts whooped if they keep doing this shit. Playing this positionless basketball, looking off LaMelo. LaMelo had what, 8 shots in the first
Yeah.
half? That's a trap.
Yeah, it was. What was he like? 2 for 7.
You got Gordon Hayward stat padding. What the hell is going on? But they kept looking at new media and say we complain. But they look out of the rose petal glasses and see this is not the right way to play basketball.
Yep. We called it. We know Hayward would have came back and tried to get his numbers back. We saw it coming. So I'm not even surprised at this point.
And the Hornets did what I told y'all they were going to do. The Hornets they slowed down against the Clippers of all teams. You're supposed to run the pace up.
That's exactly what we've been saying.
Someone said Melo looked lost out there.
They're not even passing Melo the ball.
Someone said Melo looked lost.
Gordon Hayward is not even glancing at LaMelo. He's not even glancing at him. He don't even know LaMelo's in the corner.
Oh, Melo just hit a 3. Yeah, baby. Third quarter Melo.
Melo will get his. I'm not worried about Melo. If I was Melo,
I'm gonna let y'all know, even though I'm not.
Okay, DJ. We'll see you later on.
Hey,
All
brother,
right, D.
can you hear me? No, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can hear
I
you.
wanted to say before I go. Yeah, I want to say before I go. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all keep bringing the energy, and this is amazing. Blessings to everybody in the chat. I love every single one of you people. Keep supporting the brand. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than everybody. This is the future. This is the media. Stay blessed. Stay positive. Let's go. Hit the like
All
button.
right.
Support.
Thank you. Everybody hit that like button,
Smash
please.
the like button, fam, for the press.
Thank
We
you.
need
Thank you,
100 plus
DJ, for the
likes.
platform.
Mm-hmm. Give us 2 seconds of your time and just slowly just glance and hit that like button. We do highly appreciate it. Thank you all for being on the stream.
Where are the likes at right now?
Yeah, Melo got a tape on his wrist, but that's not really affecting this game. But yeah, Melo's gonna get his. Melo's gonna get his. I'm not worried about Melo. Just that if it's really a bad blowout, they're gonna sit him
The
the whole
likes are
fourth
at
quarter.
97.
Give Melo that ball. Come on, Melo. Come on. Let me see, Scary Terry.
Wow. Thank you, fam. We're at 100 people in the chat and we got 97 likes. Way to go.
Very good. Thank you, family. Very good. Let's get it to 100 likes, fam. Let's get it to 100 likes. 76-56 Clippers Hornets, third quarter. 7-14. Clippers ball. Damn, the Hornets can't guard a parked car right now. Kawhi is killing them. Good push, Melo. Oh, you see? There you go, Harden. Oh, my goodness. Gordon. I mean, they fouled you, but it's all good. It just goes to show you how great of a teammate LaMelo is. He passes that rock. Even if you freeze him out, he still will get you that ball. And it's just sad that they don't, they don't reward him, no way. They don't even reward their own point guard, man.
Yeah.
I've seen Gordon Hayward grab the rebound. You hear what I'm saying? He grabbed the rebound and literally ran up the court and didn't even look at LaMelo. Okay? He didn't even acknowledge the LaMelo's on the right hash. He didn't even acknowledge that.
Wow.
And LaMelo was wide open. To him, it's like LaMelo doesn't even exist. Man, this Gordon Hayward.
That's crazy.
Man. This Gordon Hayward, man. And it's funny that they were winning games and blowing teams out with LaMelo and Terry. They were blowing teams out with LaMelo and Terry. Oh, they got Borrego going crazy. Look. Borrego should know this game is over. They got to make a run right now. Look, they can't guard a park car. Look, they got Biombo out there and one in Paul George. Paul George is just getting whatever he wants. Butler service right now. Biombo is, barbecue chicken right now. That pain is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That pain is honey bun right now. The Hornets really need a rim protector, man. They really need a rim protector. They really need a center. Somebody, an athletic big that can guard the rim and that can run in the fast break. Somebody that can get their ass on the break and catch lobs. And, they need a JaVale McGee. That's what they need.
Yeah.
They need them with JaVale McGee.
I just don't know how the game. I wasn't paying close enough attention in the beginning. How did the game get so far away from them so early? Was it just momentum?
I never thought that Gordon Hayward ego was this big. I never really. LaMelo's attacking, not even a foul, man. Oh my goodness. Give that ball back to Melo. Terry's open. Oh, he just looked off Terry. Melo, what are you? Oh shit! Damn, Melo. But he just looked off Terry there. That's good, Rook. You do you. But they're fouling him. They're not even giving him no calls right now.
Yeah, hearing him complain about that a couple of times, that they're not giving him calls. And what happened to his wrist? I didn't see the play where something happened. He
Yeah, I
seems
didn't
to
see that
keep
play.
holding it.
But Biombo is trash, man. Lurch is not playing today, but Biombo, man, he's not a starting center in the league. Hold up. The Clippers are already in the bonus with 6 minutes in the quarter. So, with that being said, 79-57. That's basically telling you if LaMelo comes out this game, you may not see him for the rest of the game. Because if it's a 30-point lead going into the fourth, LaMelo's not coming back in the game. 80-57. If LaMelo comes out the game right now, you may not see him back in for the rest of the game. It's a high possibility.
Oh, in and out.
Melo's still in the game. They're trying to see if they can make one final run. Gordon Hayward is out the game.
Thank God. Come on, Melo. Come on, baby. Let's make it happen.
Did he hit a three?
No. I'm just cheering.
He shot a three a little while ago, but it went like in and out.
Damn. Timeout. Again. Destroyed in that paint, man. They have no rim protection, man. No rim protection. Melo look pissed. He's not even look. He's pissed. He's not even in the huddle with them right now.
Yeah, you can tell.
He don't like losing like that. Melo's pissed. Yeah, they're gonna take him out the game, and they're not gonna bring him back in the game. This is a blowout. This is a 30-point blowout. So, there ain't no way the starters are coming back in.
Imagine what LeVar's saying right now.
But that's fine. The Rook, he has to learn the hard way. He has to learn, that there will be blowouts. This is all part of being a rookie. It's how you handle the loss and how you bounce back.
Yeah, you're gonna have some games where you're gonna lose. LeVar said the same thing the other day. You're gonna have you're gonna have losses, you're gonna have wins. It's all part of it. But as long as you're doing what you need to do 90% of the time, 100% of the time, you're gonna have more wins than losses. It's gonna average out.
Yep.
I think that's where you see the disappointment in his eyes there. Just that he's giving it his all and trying to play as hard as he can, and it is disappointing, but it's a learning experience for sure.
If it's one thing that they were talking about earlier was that they were going to game plan for LaMelo and try to slow him down. Right now LaMelo shooting 4 for 12, and that's fine. That's okay. He has to learn the hard way. That's the only way he's going to get better. But even though he's shooting 4 for 12, you look at the plus minus, and he has the best plus minus, of the starting lineup. So it's not just about missing shots. That shows you that he's still doing, what he can do, in every way to try to help his team to win. He's shooting 4 for 12, but he has the lowest. Sorry, he has the best plus minus, of the starting lineup. Which is the lowest of the minus. Everyone has a higher minus. So that's fine.
Case in point. Case in point said LeVar would say JB is as soft as a wet Q-tip. I remember he said that in the ESPN radio podcast.
Wow, Melo's still in the game?
Yeah, he's
this tells me this tells me two things. If Melo's still in the game, if he comes out again, he's not coming back in the game. They're probably just going to use him right now and use up as much as he can. But Melo, I don't think he's going to come back in the game for the fourth quarter. This is over. Look at this. That pain is sweet right now, man. That pain is sweet. My goodness, they're getting whatever they want in that pain. Is like criminal at this point, you know.
Man, we're talking about a 30 fucking point deficit. Wow.
Yep, this is criminal. They have no center. The Hornets need a center bad. Okay, they really need a center. They need that rim protection.
They needed a
They need
center
two
when they
centers.
had Cody Zeller and
Okay,
Bibbs.
they need two
Yeah.
freaking centers. Okay, they just don't need one. They need two. Okay, because I'm not feeling Biombo off the bench. Lurch is. I'm sorry, Lurch is not it. He's not even athletic.
Yeah, even when they were in the game, they needed a center.
Look, man, this is embarrassing, man. Come on, Melo, just get your points, man, and just screw these guys, bro. Just get yours. Did they call the foul?
Comes.
I don't think they called the foul. They called the foul, but was it a shooting foul? What was it?
I just saw Melo run to the back.
Really?
I think something's wrong with his wrist. I saw
Miles
him holding
Bridges
it.
is in
Yeah,
there.
he's done. I took him out the game. Yep, Melo's done for the game. 30-point lead. All right, let's see if this unit can make a run, but yeah, that's it.
That's what
Yeah,
you
they
do
working
when
on him.
you get to 30 points.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody see what Tyrese Halliburton is doing for the past 3 games? Did anybody's talking about Halliburton? They're gonna talk about LaMelo all night today. I would be surprised if Gordon Hayward comes back on, for the rest of this game. I would be surprised. But Melo wrist, I don't know, man. I hope he's okay. Yes, engineering. Yeah,
Nice block,
they
BJ.
have they do need to develop, those rookie centers they have on the bench. But like I said, this is all on Borrego, man. This is all on Borrego. They have to develop that talent. They have it right there. It's right under their nose. They need to let these rookies, they need to let them loose. Damn, Melo's not good right now. Damn it. That does not look good for Melo.
Yeah, he's got his wrist
Can
wrapped
you
up.
guys hear me?
Oh my goodness, that's not good. That's not what we want right now.
Okay, I lost my sound.
They got his wrist wrapped up, and those wrist injuries take a while to heal. Sometime a week or two. What the hell, man? LeBron went down today on Melo, man. This is a horrible Saturday. My 2 favorite players in the league went down today, man. My 2 favorite players in the league went down today. It's crazy. Yeah, they took Melo out the game. Yeah, he's done for the night. Melo's not coming back in.
Yeah, he's got his face mask on.
And I know with that being said, if Melo's done for the night, I know a lot of us Meloholics have done for the night too as well. We're not gonna be watching the game. I'm just gonna switch the game off and just stay on the live stream. I'm not even gonna watch this game. This game is unwatchable right now. This is garbage. I'm not watching this. Sorry. Just gonna look at the stat sheet. Melo's not coming back in. Peaches in the game right now. Yeah, all starters is going to be set very soon. What is this? This is a 33-point lead. 73, 83. Hold up, it's a 23. Wait, is this? Am I seeing correctly? Is this a 23-point lead?
Yeah.
It is a 23-point lead. I mean, I don't think they set the starters yet. If they're going to run right now, and they can get this game within 20, within 15, within 10, do we see Melo come back in? Yeah, they're going on a run right now. 20-point game. 20-point game. Miles Bridges, he's hot right now. But Melo's definitely not coming in. Even if they get this game within 10, Melo's not coming back. Melo's done for the night.
No, because he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. Melo's hurt. He's not coming back in. Coach would not put him back in, and I personally do not want him to come back in. He has ice pack on his hand right now.
We don't need him hurting that worse.
Yeah. I'd rather him stay out and start a few games than end up breaking his wrist and be done for the season. I don't want that.
Right.
So I'd rather him just stay out. I would not want him to come back in. It would be criminal if they put him back in this game. You know what's funny? The fact that the Clippers was in the bonus at the 6-minute mark, and the Hornets, they've yet to be in the bonus. It tells me one thing. It tells me that they're not really attacking the basket. They're settling for a lot of jump shots. They're just settling for jump shots. They're scared to go in that paint.
Hardly anybody's doing it. That's probably why he was the only one in the paint for real.
I think you're cutting off a little bit, JJ.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Is that good?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with everybody in the comment section right now. Yep. Yeah, and knowing Melo Ball, knowing how he is, he goes 100 miles per hour. He might end up injuring himself without even knowing it, because he will want to win this game. He's going to be diving for loose balls and on a banged up wrist, knowing Lamelo. So I don't want that to compromise him, in his future, his rookie season, Because, in the NBA, you just need that one small fracture, and they want to sit you out for like 2 or 3 months. And I don't think we have that much time right now. We don't really have that much time. It's a short season. And if they find one fracture, Melo's out for the season. And we don't want that right now. The league don't need that right now.
Right. Very funny case in point. No, I did not get Coach's mic.
The only thing that worries me right now, if Melo sits for like 2 to 3 games and Devontae Graham goes back into the starting lineup, and let's say Graham in the starting lineup goes on a scorched earth tour. I'm talking like revenge, okay? Dropping 30 a night. Let's say Melo's out for like probably 2 to 3 weeks. Right? Let's just say, I don't think it's going to happen, but let's just say Melo's out for 2 to 3 weeks. And Devontae Graham goes in the starting lineup and goes in a scorched earth revenge tour, dropping 25 a night, balling out. You know what's going to happen? Melo's going to come back. They're going to use the term micromanage. They're going to micromanage him. They're going to have him on the bench. And it's going to be the same bullshit cycle all over again, okay? It's going to be the same bullshit cycle. And Tebe is going to be like, listen, I'm in the starting lineup again. I'm balling out right now. I'm not going back to the bench. So this is something we got to watch, because something is going to change for this team very soon. Now that Melo's hurt and the trade deadline is next week, do they trade one of these guards? You see what I was talking about, JJ? You see what I was saying?
Yes.
A lot can happen. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Injuries before a trade deadline can change the dynamic of a team. Now, with Melo being hurt, Ain't no way they're getting rid of Tebe. Ain't no way they're getting rid of Terry Rozier.
That's true.
Ain't no way. So now it's gonna be the same bullshit cycle all over again. Okay, it's gonna be the 2019-2020 Hornets with Gordon Hayward. When Melo comes back, he's not going into the starting lineup. He's gonna be off the bench again, and he's gonna gotta work his way back into the starting lineup, or maybe he's gonna be in a minutes restriction.
I hope not.
So this is worst case scenario, man. I just hope Melo's okay, man.
I do too.
I just
I
hope he's
hope it's
okay.
just
I just
something
hope
that's
he's ready
like a
to go.
light sprain. He can throw
But the
some
fact
ice
that
on it.
he's exactly, and look how he's holding his wrist. He has it wrapped. We don't know what happened to his wrist. Listen,
I
I just hope
wonder if they
it's not
just jammed it up, like, maybe they can pull it out.
What happened with Gordon Hayward? Wasn't it his wrist as well? Oh, it was just a
yeah, but he was out
hamstring.
for a long period of time too. He was out for like 4 to 5, 6 games, 7 games. But what I was saying though is that if Tebe goes in the starting lineup and just start going crazy, dropping big numbers every night, they're winning games. Do they rush Melo back into that starting lineup? Does Melo come back on a 15-game minute restriction?
Right.
So that's what worries me. I personally don't think that will happen. But with this coach, you never know. You just never know.
That's the thing. He is so unpredictable. There's Devontae in the game.
Thank you, Casey.
Right now, I know Graham is smirking inside right now, man. I know he's happy right now. He's about to go back in the starting lineup. I know he's smirking inside right now, man. It's kind of effed up for me to say that because, no teammate wants to see their other teammate injured. But listen, man,
Right.
everybody plays for their money, okay? They don't give a flying F, okay? They want their millions of dollars at the end of the day. They don't give a shit. They know Melo's loaded already. They want their money. So hell yeah, you're damn right he's smiling. He's about to get his numbers up. Yeah, Monk one of the twins maybe, but they need a center. But the question is who they're gonna trade now, because right now with this Melo injury, right now they're not getting rid of Tebe. They're not getting rid of Terry Rozier. That right there is over. That door has shut. Okay, they're not getting rid of none of those guys right now.
Maybe they can get Rashawn Holmes.
I mean, that would be a very good pickup. He's a beast. That dude Holmes is a beast. But I mean, does Holmes fit the system? I don't really think Holmes is an athletic big. He's more of like he's more like a how do I put this? I mean, I love his game. He's more like a Julius Randle. He's more of like a less athletic Julius Randle, less athletic, taller Julius Randle. Can do a little bit of everything, but they need an elite shot blocker, an elite rim protector. They need a JaVale McGee. They need somebody that's not going to come and want to take all the shots in the paint. You can be able to pass the ball to the center pass back the ball. You can do wraparounds. He's going to roll to the rim. They need an elite rim protector. They need somebody that's fast, that's nimble on their feet, that can move very quick laterally.
Do the pick and roll right.
Exactly. That can execute pick and rolls to perfection. They need a JaVale McGee. That's what they need. Or even maybe a Marvin Bagley. Maybe a Marvin Bagley.
What's
but the
going
reason
on
why
with
I don't say
Marvin
Marvin
Bagley?
Bagley
Is
Bagley's just
he
a more
back?
athletic teacher.
Huh?
Pardon me, what he said?
I said, what's up with Marvin Bagley? He's injured now, right?
Yeah, I think he's injured. I heard they was trying to move him though. Yeah, they need an athletic big, so man, if this team could get JaVale, man, there'll be a problem. Or even Dwight Howard. I'll even take Dwight at this point. I would take an old Dwight Howard over Bismack Biyombo and Lurch any day.
Yeah.
You put Melo with Dwight, forget it.
Yeah, that would be a good matchup.
Yeah, Robert Williams from the Celtics, yeah. But they're not giving up Robert Williams.
I was just saying that.
Yeah, they're not giving up Robert Williams. That's their next prodigy center. They see Robert Williams as the next Kendrick Perkins. They're not giving him up. They're not giving him up. No way. Do you imagine Lamelo Ball with a perfect type player?
Oh my God,
Like
that would be crazy.
Lamelo needs a rough rider center, man. He needs he
Yeah,
needs
he
a
needs a
rough rider
dog,
center.
right? He needs a dog.
And don't get me wrong, Biyombo is there, like that's his boy. But Biyombo's not a rough rider. Biyombo's, I mean, he looks, but he's soft. I'm sorry, Biyombo's a soft center. Everybody
He's
gets
softer
whatever
than
they
a
want.
wet Q-tip.
Exactly. Biyombo is the definition of barbecue chicken. They got Monk out there. They got Tay-Bay. Oh my goodness, Gordon Hayward is back in the game. Oh my goodness.
Shout out to
Pat
Wealth
Henry.
Engineering. He said he would put Melo with two. Just jumped. He would put Melo with two shooters, with two consistent shooters and one big like McGee. Who would those consistent shooters be?
You said two consistent shooters?
Yep, and one big like McGee.
Okay, McGee for sure is the big. Two consistent shooters. Okay, I can name shooters that I want to see LaMelo play with, but it's not gonna happen. But I do see LaMelo playing with because you just don't need a shooter. You need 3-and-D players. You need players that can defend the wings, that can guard 1, 2, 3, that can switch easily. You need players that can get on a run. But I do want to see LaMelo with like I said, it's not gonna happen. But LaMelo with a Seth Curry. LaMelo with a Seth Curry.
Yeah, I was just thinking Steph Curry.
No, not Steph. Sorry, Seth, his little brother. Yeah, his little brother.
Seth, right?
Yeah, JJ Redick. Exactly, perfect. JJ Redick. Mr. Saka. JJ Redick is a perfect fit for LaMelo. So I want people in the comment to tell me, who do you guys think would be two great 3-and-D players for LaMelo Ball to be paired with him? I saw people saying JJ Redick. I saw, Seth Curry or Danny Green. But JJ would be awesome. But they need that JaVale McGee, man. They need that JaVale McGee at the 5. They need McGee.
Oh yeah. Case in point, no, I don't think the Hornets. I mean, right now they're in good contention, but especially if LaMelo's hurt, no, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs at this point. Not playing
I
like
see
this.
Lonzo Ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not. I see Lonzo Ball. Yes, Lonzo Ball is
right?
best case scenario. Mm-hmm. Lonzo's best case scenario, but I don't see that happening either. It's not a possibility. He said Jello's an option. Hey, man. I wish that too.
Oh my God, they need Jello. They so need Jello. I mean, they really do. He could be the difference.
He could have came back with Houston.
Luke Kennard, Jackson Hayes. Yeah, Jackson Hayes. Yes, he's an athletic big that can run. Yeah, Jackson Hayes. Do you think? Okay, new media. Do you all think that the Pelicans will blow up this team after this season and just like completely just strip them down and just like build around Ingram and Zion? Do you all think that they're just gonna completely just trade everybody away? Because I see that coming. I think they're gonna get rid of the coach. Stan is gone. Everybody else is gone. JJ is gone. Lonzo is gone. Favors is gone. So do you all think that this Pelicans team, they're just gonna like just strip everybody and just start rebuilding? I mean, yeah, they'll trade Lonzo.
For that now.
Yeah, they'll trade Lonzo, but Zion and Ingram are untouchables, but they'll definitely trade Lonzo. Redick is gone. Redick is not staying there. Redick is gone for sure. So that's 2. Redick and Lonzo. Who else is going? Do you think they gave rid of Bledsoe?
Yeah, they actually might get rid of Bledsoe. They were talking about getting rid of Bledsoe, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. So it's a possibility they package Bledsoe, Lonzo, they package Redick. So these are all possibilities. But Bledsoe, Lonzo, and Redick are gone. I can literally, you know, that's literally stamped. They're gone. But do you think they elevate? Oh, what about Steven Adams? What about Steven Adams? Do you think they keep Steven Adams? Because I think at this point he's overrated as a defender now in the league.
Nah, they're not gonna keep Steven Adams.
Adams is gone too. Okay. Damn, so they're gonna get rid of every damn body in the freaking team. They may keep Jackson Hayes for sure though. They're gonna probably elevate him to the starting lineup. They're gonna keep Josh Hart. They're not getting rid of Josh Hart. Josh Hart is too valuable to that team. Somebody said Cody Martin got 20 minutes on 1 point. Yeah, Adams will go trophy hunting. Adams to the Lakers? Who knows? I mean, I would not get rid of Adams, but at this point of his career, Steven Adams, I don't think he's that elite rim protector that he used to be. He's getting older now. So laterally, his movements is being affected. I wouldn't get rid of him. I would give him like probably 1 or 2 more years. But knowing this team, they might trade him before they lose him for nothing. Because I know Adams is gone. Adams is definitely gone after this contract. He's gone. He's gonna go sign with a contender, try to get a ring. Adams should go to the Lakers, man. Now Ingram is not being traded. They may keep him and trade him for a bigger piece. Okay, what I think they will do, they will keep Ingram, let him get his numbers, and trade him for an even bigger piece to pair with Zion eventually. Adams need to be relegated to the bench. I do believe that. Wizards should trade Beal. We all know that's not going to happen. Is the game over? It's not over yet. Okay. Wait, Melo's in the game? Oh my goodness. You're lying.
What is going on, dude?
Hold up. Melo Dipper's in the game? All right, okay. Okay. Come on, Melo. Get your numbers, boy. They actually got Melo in the game. Y'all lying. Hold up.
No, I'm
Melo's
looking at him.
Let's go. So you know what they're going to do, JJ? They're going to put some ice on him. They're going to put some ice in his hand. Give him a shot. Give him some painkillers. Let him rest up, probably for a game or 2. Or probably not even. And, oh my goodness, Terry Rozier injured. Terry Rozier hurt. Again, with the same hip contusion. Yes, Terry Rozier's down.
Holy shit.
That is big. But here's, so that is huge. And it's with the same hip. The last time a guard had a severe hip injury, he lost $100 million.
Wow.
That's Isaiah Thomas. Okay? The Melo threw a turnover. Yeah, Terry Rozier has been having a problem with that hip, and they refuse to rest this guy. They got him playing 35 to 40 minutes a game. They're not resting his players. Come on,
That's
Melo.
The same thing they did to Devontae Graham when he messed himself up.
And y'all got to watch that hip is a problem for Terry. It's a problem. His hip is always hurting him. It's the same hip contusion injury.
That's going to hurt his chances of even getting traded, too.
Exactly. What the
Nobody's going to want damaged goods.
What are you doing, Monk? They don't care no more. They just want to just be gone. They don't care anymore.
It's just going to be a bunch of ice ball from here on out.
Yeah, they just want to be gone.
Well, we have
And
just a
boy,
second here. I just wanted to
so
say thank you all for having me on the show. I've got to work early tomorrow, so I'm going to have to cut out, but I
oh,
really
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
guys. Thank
sweetie,
you,
for
New
helping
Media
out.
family. You're
You're
welcome. I
welcome,
can do
sister.
much,
It's very
but
nice to have you on here. Your energy is unmatched. We thank you for coming in.
thank you. Enjoy your
Hopefully, we get to
night,
see you
and
more.
hopefully we'll have good news. Maybe they'll come back.
No
Yep.
problem.
Wishful thinking. One can dream. I'll be dreaming about it.
No problem. Thank
Good
you. You
night.
have a good night. No
All
problem.
right.
Mello, the free throw line? Okay. Get your numbers, Mello boy. Can he shoot the free throw? Okay, he is. Okay. He's good, man. His wrist is good. He's good. He's good.
He
Melo's good.
is. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's good.
and another thing, he's 19 years old. His
Mm-hmm.
body is very resilient at
Mm-hmm.
this point in his life, so he can
Mm-hmm.
bounce back a little bit quicker than some of them older guys. He hasn't been injured over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Look
he's
at that
good.
young bull out there. He's grabbing rebounds. He's
Look at
attacking the
that.
rim. Another foul. Let's go. Yeah, Melo's good, man. Melo's good. But with Terry out now, you know what that means. Melo's going scoring rampage.
Yeah.
Because now Melo and Gordon got to carry that scoring load now. That 20 points from Terry, got to be split up by Melo and Gordon. So now you're gonna have Melo being more aggressive in the first half.
Right.
So Melo probably is gonna be averaging 20 shots. With Terry Rozier out, then they need him to score.
Mm-hmm.
And does anybody see what Melo's doing right now? He don't give a fuck about nobody right now. So excuse my language. He is just getting his numbers. He's like, okay, y'all lost me this game. It's fine. I'm gonna get my numbers. Oh, Melo's out the game. Damn.
Yeah, he just came back out.
All right. How many points Melo got for the night?
How many points Melo got, fam?
Probably 14 points. Points for the night. Not bad. 4 for 12 from the field. It's fine. It's okay. You're gonna have those games. The Brick Brothers. Oh my god! Look at all these breaks, JJ. You seen that?
Yeah. It's
My
crazy.
goodness.
Thank you, Leon Black. I try to use the noggin a little bit every now and then.
Yeah, TB. Yeah, I know that Terry already got his bag. He already got his pay. I knew that, but I'm just saying, like, for example, that injury can be so serious that, it can make you lose money in the long run. Not saying that Terry's gonna lose money. He already got his bag, but I'm just saying, in general, a hip injury is something very serious. They don't take lightly. I'm just showing you the severity of a hip injury. Now let's hope Terry's okay, man. I just hope he's okay. Then they need him out there, especially if they're gonna make a playoff run. They need
Yeah,
him.
prayers for Terry Rozier.
Yeah,
Definitely.
prayers up for Terry, man. I just see a report online saying that Lamelo Ball headed back to the locker room for a wrist contusion, but they brought him back in the game, so that's just very weird. And shout out to my brother DJ. Can't wait to do the show tonight. I'm turning up. Oh, I know you will. I know you and Coach coming with that eater tonight. They coming with that eater tonight. I know Coach got a
You
lot to
know it.
say. And DJ.
I was laughing. Somebody in that chat earlier said, "Thank God Coach is not here. He would be snapping."
Coach should have popped a blood vessel, man. But JJ, you made it so easier for me to watch this game. You and the new media family, man. We just here vibing and we just here, speaking our mind.
Yeah, we're here chilling. Got a good vibe going on. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Look at Paul
I'm
George. He's so
enjoying
happy.
watching the chats. I'm enjoying wealth engineering. and Quality Assurance, Yvonne T, D. Clark, Taufik, Leon Black, Sean Bless, TB,
Mhm.
JG. Love all you guys. Gamer Game.
And I just want to thank you
Kev
guys for all the
Jr.
likes, all the likes and all the support you guys show this stream on this channel. Today you guys did really well with the likes. We do appreciate
Pretty
that.
much everybody liked it.
Yep, we do appreciate that.
It almost was a spot on match.
Yep.
DJ, thank you for the platform, my brother.
Thank you, DJ. We do appreciate it. I'm humbled to be on here, with my sister tonight. Thank you for allowing me and giving me the platform to come out here and just speak my mind. Give my
I really
opinions.
enjoyed your company. I mean, really, it's a good chemistry.
Thank you, JJ. I do appreciate it. I really do. Like I said, man, the game was a blowout, but I had fun being on this stream.
Me too.
So the game is almost over.
Yeah, I'm cool with going on ahead and eating my dinner if you're cool.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I can hold it down until the 6 minutes is over. I'm cool with that, JJ.
Okay. Well,
That's
New
fine.
Media
Thank you for
fam.
having you on.
Hey, not a problem. Thank you for being on. DJ, I'm gonna go ahead, and if you're listening, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some vittles. Um, Slick G is holding it down. Thank you so much. Hashtag New Media Nation United. Thank you so much for putting the link up there to the channel, DJ, and everybody. I appreciate all of your subscriptions. I will be going through the comments tomorrow, responding to them. And yeah, keep putting out the content. Go check out the one I did today with Anthony Edwards versus Lamelo with the Rookie of the Year. I think y'all will get a kick out of that one. Slick G, you have a good night, my brother.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
All
You have
right.
a good night. Okay, we're
You
gonna
too.
be
You
on this
too.
soon again. Thank you. God bless. Good night.
All righty.
Yes. So there goes my sister JJ. She's out for the night. I'm gonna hold it down for the next 5 minutes, watching this eyesore. Okay, so I'm just gonna take some time out to ask all my new media family to stop what you're doing. All the new people that's watching, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. And for all the family that's not having liked this stream, stop what you're doing 2 seconds and just give us a thumbs up if you enjoy watching us tonight. And for the last 5 minutes, I'm just gonna do a quick Q&A before the game is over. So you can spam those Q&A, guys. I'll be here to answer your questions. Good night to you, Sean Bless. Thank you for. Good night, Sean Bless. Thank you for being in the comments and showing your support. Thank you for giving your feedback. Yes, we are a family. Why is the Twins getting more minutes than Melo? What the F, bro? I can't take it. Well, it's Coach Borrego. It's the Borrego way. Mr. X and O's. That's how it is. Mr. Ryan Krigler, do we even have anything to even trade with? That's a good question. But I do think we have trade pieces. Like I said, with this team, they can package Monk, they can package Devontae Graham, but like I said, it's all about injuries. A lot can happen. In a week, a lot can happen. Anybody can go down. So it's a little too early for me to even say that if they have trade pieces. If Terry Rozier is out, I just saw a report Terry Rozier have a hip bruise. If Terry Rozier is out for the next 2 weeks, it's a possibility they're not trading none of those guards. No, but who do you have? Which piece that's appealing do you have to try to go get a center? Ain't nobody want just Malik Monk. Ain't nobody want just the Martin twins. They're gonna want Devontae Graham, or they're gonna want Terry Rozier. They're gonna want one of those pieces, one of those guards. But at this point, with Melo with a banged up wrist, and you got Terry Rozier with a hip bruise. Ain't no way. I don't think this team is making no major trades. Slick G, what's the best replacement for Borrego? Mark Jackson, Earl Watson. Either way, Melo can be given the green light. That's a really good question, and I think it's not really about the green light. I mean, it depends on what you mean by green light. I do think that Melo needs a coach to believe in him. Okay, he needs a coach to be by his side. Earl Watson, to me, is that proven, person that's been in LaMelo's corner. He's been going to LaMelo's games from a young age. He's seen this kid, grow into what he's become today. He's unbiased about the Ball family, and I think Earl Watson in his system, he will allow Melo to be Melo. He will allow Melo to be Melo. I don't have a problem with Mark Jackson, but Mark Jackson is not an X and O coach. He's all about the X's and O's too. And he's a great coach, but I just think Earl Jackson is a better fit for Melo. With his system. Earl Jackson believes in the fast-paced offense. His system, he lives vicariously through that fast, paced offense. To me, I think Mark Jackson has a more slower pace. That won't really be, match LaMelo's game. He will be a great fit, yes. Mark Jackson can be that coach to allow Melo to, learn through his mistakes. He can be a very good developmental coach for Melo. But Earl Jackson's that coach that will match LaMelo's offensive game and allow him to just completely evolve into something, that we will never see on the Borrego. So yeah, I think Earl Jackson's that fit. Is it possible for the new media to go deeper into this mistreatment of LaMelo? Yeah, we will. Tonight there's the Ether coming. I want everybody to tune in an hour. Coach, DJ, all of us will be on. And we're gonna have, it's gonna be a massive cookout tonight. I just want everybody to set their alarms for the next hour. It's gonna be a massive cookout. And thank you guys for showing support. Thank you for everybody that's stayed on the stream. Thank you guys for giving us the love and energy that you've given us. And we will see y'all tonight in another hour. There will be a massive cook, and I'm sure Coach has a lot to say. I'm sure DJ has a lot to say. I have a lot to say. And nothing will be held back. It's gonna be some passion, raw energy. I'm taking a few more questions before the game is over. 2 more minutes. Everybody, one last time. Let's spam those likes. One last time. Yes, the barbecue will be starting in 1 hour. Grab your plates. Barbecue starting in 1 hour. People on Twitter saying Steve Kerr would have ruined LaMelo if he played him. I do believe that. That son of a bitch. He would. Steve Kerr's a disrespectful man. I'm telling you. The things that he said about LeVar, calling him the Kardashian of the NBA. Do you know how disrespectful that is? To call another black man a Kardashian. That is one of those blatant disrespect. So yes, Steve Kerr would have ruined LaMelo Ball's career. Okay. If he can't handle James Wiseman, he wouldn't have handled LaMelo. But knowing how great LaMelo is, and knowing how Steph Curry, he embraces, playing with other great players, and knowing Klay Thompson, when you got LaMelo playing with 2 elite shooters, and they see the level of playmaking, high IQ that LaMelo Ball is, there comes to a point where Steph is going to go to his coach and be like, yo, coach, you got to let this kid rock. Let him rock. Let him be. Like, we're getting all these open shots. We're playing better. And yes, Leon Black, he's 19. He will be fine. When will Charlotte, okay, Mr. Ryan Krigler, when will the Charlotte Hornets get to the point where they know if they should tank or keep trying to push for the playoffs? I think if they reach to the ninth seed, and it's a possibility they can't even get back to that 7 or 8, that 7 or 8 seed, they know that they're out of that contention. Even though I know they were playing games from 7 to 10. So if they get to the bottom, okay, so there's playing games from 7 to 10, right? 7 to the 10 seed or 11 seed, I'm not sure, but I know it goes by seeding. And if it comes to a point where like they end up falling to the ninth seed or the 10th seed, and they have to climb an uphill battle to get back into that 6th seed, to not play the playing games, I think they should just tank, and try to like find a good center in the draft. I don't think that will happen. Now with Lamelo Ball in this team, he won't let that happen. Lamelo Ball is a winner. I do think they make the playoffs, but the question is at what seed they will. They're having a little tough stretch right now. They are playing good teams, but I do believe in this Hornets team. I do believe in Lamelo Ball, and I do think that he will, make sure this team, is in contention. One last question before I end the stream. Does Mo Bamba fits Lamelo Ball? Does Mo Bamba fits Lamelo Ball, and should Hornets trade for him despite being a rim protector for college but really getting runs? That's a great question. That's a good question, but me personally, I do think JaVale McGee is that player for for this team, but I think Mo Bamba can be a good fit. Mo Bamba's a little slower than JaVale though. He's a little slower than JaVale. I watched him play, and I see that he's hardly getting minutes. Mo Bamba has to refine his game a little more, to keep up with this NBA's pace. And the reason why JaVale, even though JaVale doesn't shoot threes, the reason why JaVale gets the minutes and why he won a championship with the Lakers is for his defense, for his nimble and his feet. And I personally don't think Mo Bamba is that fit for LaMelo. I don't think he can run with LaMelo. He's not that center whereby you throwing lobs up, from the half court, and he's catching the dunk. I don't see the Mo Bamba being that player. But who knows? Maybe he might end up developing to be that player. So we never know. All right, so I want to thank everyone for being part of the stream tonight. Thank you, guys, for having me. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everybody that's been here, through the very end. Even though the game was a wash today, thank you guys for actually showing love to all of us. We're all a New Media fam. Look forward to the barbecue in the 1 hour. There will be everyone on tonight. There will be an all-star panel. We will be on fire. So we want to thank you, and we see you very soon. One last time, spam that like button, subscribe to us, and we'll see you later. Take care.
Let me tell you something. Back in my day, let me show you.